Live. Welcome to your live coverage of the 3YB-FM Hampden League Live Match of the Day, right here on Streamer, Australia's premier community sports streaming platform. The best coverage of great local footy and netball on the Great South Coast starts now. For Badeness Rural, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, Warrnambool Kia, McDonald's and Harvey Norman Warrnambool. This is the 3YB-FM Hampden League Live Match of the Day, live and free on Streamer.
I'll tell you what, a pretty stirring rendition there in service, and it doesn't, if that doesn't get you up and going, boys, to play a game of footy. I can't remember, but I reckon we were part of the first ever North Warrnambool games back in 97, 98.
Yeah, right.
Anzac Day games. Back in the day, I think we played the Bloods from memory. North Warrnambool was Warrnambool Lake. I can remember it kind of. Yeah, there was something. I reckon that was the first time they started bringing them in.
As soon as you hear that last post, doesn't matter whether it's before, yesterday, here at here, gee, the old, goosebumps, tingles up the spine.
Hey, Matty, can I just do a quick power play score update? All thanks to Power Call, our around the grounds for netball from the first centre pass to the final whistle. Power Call backs Hampden League netball because local netball is essential as. Just looking at Cobden, Terang, Mortlake, currently in the second quarter, Cobden 17 leading Terang, Mortlake 14. And here at the Gardens Oval, Port Fairy, we're through the second quarter currently. South Warrnambool leading 18-8, so that's all thanks to Power Call. Great to have them on board for 2026.
It is great to have them on board, league sponsors and also Hampden League Live sponsors. YouTube link has been posted too, so if you want to jump on, that is the way you can jump on and have a look and watch this live stream action between Port Fairy and the South Warrnambool Roosters. Not a breath of wind over here. Conditions are absolutely perfect, and expect this to be a really intriguing game of football. What are the Seagulls got to do, Weegsy, to get themselves into this contest early? They need to put some scoreboard pressure on, do you think, early?
Yeah, look, you'd be thinking so. Again, you feel like they've got the tall targets down there with Troop, Rowan, maybe Bartlett being able to go forward. Depends what they do with Sully. But you'd think inside 50s, but you've got to get that, you've got to take those marks. You've got to be able to convert. So it's no good if you're getting it inside 50s if you're not scoring. So I think scoreboard pressure, probably the midfield, like Port's midfield, you got Brennan, you got Guthrie, you got Bartlett, who had a really good year last year. So you'd be thinking again, you know, do they send someone to Marcus Herbert, nullify there? I think South will probably play that chip game. They'll do that a lot. Port Fairy will a little bit more territory.
So it looks like Sully's definitely going down back for the Port Fairy Seagulls. And looks like young Rantel will go back with Harry Lee as well. And of course Liam Mullen, who goes back now. Dan Nicholson, boys. Herbert's in the middle, so he's going to line up on Lucas Edmonds.
Nicholson forward,
which I think they isolated him a bit last week in the second half. So Joel Maloney's got the job on Nicholson. Important matchup for mine. Let's get this one underway, Hilly.
Yes, absolutely. Hamish Hobbs up against Mason Osborne. Umpire Keane throws it up. Big jump from both players. Herbert ran through, couldn't quite get it. O'Sullivan's in there for the Roosters. McCluggage there to assist, but we're going to have play holding up, and we'll have another throw up. I reckon Willem O'Sullivan on the job of Guthrie. Obviously, he does like playing a bit of a negating role. Big jump from the two ruckmen. The hit out comes to Miles McCluggage, fed the handball out, free kick, holding the ball. Seagulls will get the resultant free kick, will go to Lucas Edmonds. So he'll just go back behind his mark.
Still got to get a 50 there for mine.
He's just got to go back behind his mark there, Lucas Edmonds. Been a terrific player, great year last year for the Port Fairy Seagulls. He'll go long inside, forward 50. Troop's going to be the target. Troop takes the mark.
Good mark.
Judged that beautifully, the big man. And he'll look to kick the first goal of the afternoon. And as I said, Tweeksy just looking at centre half forward, Guthrie and O'Sullivan. He'll have the running with Guthrie. We know how much of a great user of the footy he is.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're going to expect some matchups from both sides, but long kick early, they got numbers there, and that was a really good contested mark to Troop.
So he'll kick from 30 metres out, almost directly in front, and this will be a great start for the home side. Troop comes in and has pushed it to the right, and a minor score registered. So the Seagulls one behind on the national tile scoreboard. South Mortal yet to score, and we've played 1 minute and 30 on the league contracting time clock.
Good to see he's got his hands on it early, the big man Troop. I've heard he's got a little bit of shit in him too, Wiggsy, which is what you need is a big power forward.
Yeah, well, that was like you, Stewie. You're a
it was definitely
not. No, look, absolutely. You got to have a bit of presence. So, but yeah, really good contested mark.
So short kick now for the Roosters from fullback to McCluggage. What a great young footballer McCluggage has been for the Roosters. Wherever you list, of course. He goes further afield. Just getting a hand in there. That time was Muir. Jakey, not Robbie. And he's got the resultant free kick, and he'll pump on him long and strong for the Seagulls again. Troop's going to be the target. 50 metres here for infringing on the mark, and that will go against the Roosters. O'Sullivan.
Yeah.
So you've got to be careful with that rule. The resultant free kick, is it going to go back to Troop again? No, it's got to go back to Muir. So Muir will have a shot probably 15, 20 metres out on a slight angle.
He looked disappointed with the decision, and then probably over enthusiastic on the mark. He looked like he was sort of creeping over it.
So Muir comes in, kicks on its way, strikes it well. They like it behind the goals, and so they do downstairs where they're serving the Carlton draft. Well, thanks to CUB, and that is the first goal of the afternoon. It goes to the Port Fairy Seagulls. They go to 1-1-7. They lead the Roosters yet to score. That's on the national tile scoreboard. Alan Blackburn downstairs, all thanks to SC Concrete.
Yeah, good start there, Stewie. A big penalty, though, isn't it, really? And Jimmy Wallace has got the big job on Shannon Beck, so that'll be a good contest there.
Absolutely. Conceding a little bit of height there, but can play on those big forwards. So ball back in the centre. The Seagulls, a good first 3 minutes of this first term. Sunday football here at the Gardens Oval, Port Fairy. Umpire Keane in the centre circle, ready to resume play. Hamish Hobbs crossing over from the Bloods in the ruck up against Osborne. A couple of big jumpers. And a free kick. It's going to go to the Port Fairy. And it's going to go to Jaden Brennan, the assistant coach. Now he'll go long inside, forward 50. Troop target. Troop takes the mark. No, he couldn't get it on the third bias. Jumped and tried to grab Harry Lee. And he's been pinged for holding the ball. Said he had an opportunity to get it out. And Troop will get a chance to have another shot at goal here, 40 metres out.
They got Sam Lenahan on...
50 boys for abuse, I think.
Wow.
50 for abuse, and the timekeeper next door not happy with that decision, boys.
So Troop will go to point blank range and he'll kick from the goal line.
So Sam Linehan's playing on Troop. Harry Lee likes to play that. He likes to play that interceptor role. So, but it'd be interesting. This Troop obviously going to kick this one.
Yep, and he does. 2 in a row for the Seagulls.
So, but Linehan's he's been probably there. That's where I think they've earmarked him, and Will Rantel to play back. So. Be interested to see whether they change anything there. Joel Maloney's, he's got the job on Nico, so Joel will just, probably playing pretty tight, I think.
They've had a fair rub with the ups early in the Seagulls, haven't they? It's just the way it goes sometimes, I think, doesn't it? But I like what Troop does. He's imposing himself on the contest. Don't worry about that.
Two free kicks in the centre, 2 forward 50 entries. They're probably both there, but they have had a good early run.
So Beck straight away says, I've had enough of this. I'm not sitting down in the goal square. I'm going to go straight in the ruck here and see if I can get things fired up. So Shannon Becks will go up against Hobbs here. Umpire missing. Throws the ball aloft. Becks wins this one down. 0-0 draw. Handball comes out, just misses the target. Good play in the end. That was by Sinnott. Kicks further afield. Roosters wrapped up, strong tackle, going absolutely nowhere. Holding the ball from up down the ground, so there you go. So free kick's been plucked. Gee whiz, they're getting a good go. Advantage played here for Lucas Edmonds. He goes forward. Troop was the target once again. There's Rantel. Free kick for a hold. You're not going to believe it. Advantage, they'll come back. And the free kicks will be 5-zip here, I reckon, boys.
All from the same umpire, I reckon, too.
So they are certainly asserting their authority here on this contest early, and the resultant free kick is going to go to Xavier Tweedley, straight in front, 25 metres out, and the Seagulls can kick their third in about 6 minutes.
Wow,
what an unusual start here, boys, isn't it?
Yeah, it hasn't been, I think, it's been south forward 50, I don't think so.
So, tell you what I said about forward and scoreboard pressure, well, this would be the ideal start if they can just get another one on the board here. So, Tweedley, what's he doing? They're changing footballs. I think they might have tried to suck one in there. It's not the brand new Sungold pill. They tried to pinch one behind the goals, the boys. Creative at least. But this one's a brand new pill. So Tweedley comes in. Strikes it all right. He pulls it to the left and it goes through for a minor score. So 2-2-14, the Seagulls. South Warrnambool yet to score. 6.5 minutes gone.
They've got to make the most of their opportunities, you think, Port Fairy, because South they'll be, again, they've been jumped a little bit, but they'll work their way into the game, and they'll back their fitness and their young legs in. So make the most of your opportunities, Port Fairy.
Big jump from Hobbs. Good mark.
Geez, that's a good grab.
That's a great mark, and that's a Peterbolt's Bridgestone Player of the Day contender. Inside 50, wobbly kick. Let out there was Rowan, in there is Brennan. Snap around the body, high up and under, kick towards the pocket. They jump at it. Troop takes the mark. And he's been going hard at the contest early, Darcy Troop, and he'll get a chance to try and kick his second wigs.
He has been really impressive, and look, you were right, Stewie. He's obviously pretty likes to play the game pretty physical, but yeah, they just can't get out of their back 50 South, and they're getting forced to go long to a contest, which isn't working for them. So they probably need to try and almost get a bit of speed on the ball, try and play on, not kick down the line.
Tighter angle for Darcy Troop, kicks from 15 metres out, nails his second. Good start here from the Seagulls. They go to 3-2-20. That's on the national tile scoreboard. South Warrnambool yet to score. And we've played nearly 8 minutes on the league contracting time clock. Let's go to Blackie, all thanks to SC Concrete.
Well, what a start, eh? As Weeksy said, South haven't had a pass centre half forward yet, but they're making the most of their opportunities, and good on. Troop looks good, doesn't he?
Looks really good.
Love the way he's imposing himself on the contest. He's demanding the football, and they're just winning it out of the middle. Roosters they'll realign themselves here a little bit. They'll just take a deep breath. You know they're going to continue just to batten down the hatches here because they've been here and they've been in this position.
Harry Lee's gone on to Troop.
Yeah, he's gone on Troop now.
That move had to come. So Fish comes down again. There's Edmonds. He was dispossessed. Quick kick out of the pack that time by Georgie Swarbrick. Bouncing football. Well done by Harry Lee. He gets a handball over the top to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald goes further. I feel beautiful kick. Meeting it on that far outer side. That was O'Sullivan. Goes in. Board. Becks the target. And that was the football that we are so used to and accustomed to see South Warrnambool play. It was clean, and it all started to cross half back with Harry Lee. And Shannon Becks will go back and have the Roosters first stop.
Where Becks, he drifted forward and then hit back up at the ball, and Hobbs he's got to be onto that. Like Becks, that'll be the instruction, get forward. But you can't just roll back to the goal square, so Becks will lead up at it.
So Shannon Becks, 25 metres out, slide angle. Generally a beautiful kick of the pill. The Sun Gold milk pill. He comes in, he strikes it well. Umpire does not move. And there's the Roosters first. And they head back. It took 9.5 minutes of this first term. They go to 1 straight 6. Port Fairy 3-2-20. That is on the national tile scoreboard.
And Troop's been really good, but he conceded. Like Harry Lee went at the ball there. Troop trailed him probably by 10 metres, and that's where it started. And then their kick mark. But was that Will O'Sullivan who kicked the ball in there?
I reckon it might have been Sam Conboy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
they look similar, don't
they? Sort of that long wavy hair,
yeah. Really good kick to just be able to just penetrate and lower the eyes. But yeah, the one South needed.
Absolutely. No one really got a clear tap down, or that was a throw. Free kick to the Roosters. It's going to go to Sam Rhodes. So Rhodes will bring it to the half-forward line. Good kick. Becks just finds some space. Inside 50. Deep kick. Nicholson on the chest. Yes. Handballs to a teammate. Mackay Steele kicks a goal. Little Max Steele kicks his first of the day. Nicholson unselfish, and the Roosters have got 2 in a row weeks.
Yeah, look, and Shannon Becks, that's the sign.
She's on here, boys. She's on off the ball here. A few of the boys getting into Nico there, and Nico not taking a backward step.
Nico started though.
but like, Becks obviously went, okay, let me in the ruck for a start, but he is then just getting, if South winning the ball, he's just running forward, so Hobbs needs to be aware of that. They need to put a bit of time into him, body check a little bit, Becks having an impact.
Becks has had an impact as soon as he put himself into this contest. They kicked the first couple, Paul Freed, he said, I'm not going to put up with this anymore. He's just such a good player, just his push and his movement forward. So Bartlett's gone to the ruck now. Becks just flicks it down. Good contest in the middle. He's in there again. Becks gets it out. Rhodes once again with a centering clearance. Kicks forward. Goes through the hands that time. Could have been held, and the umpire says yes. So all of a sudden the Roosters are looking dangerous. So this time it is Jackson Couch who's got the resultant free kick. He's a beautiful kick. He's certainly got the leg here. That's not going to be a concern. So Nico and the boys are saying just calm down. Go back and have a shot, Jacko.
He's kicked 7 so far this year, so he's been right amongst it.
Been good.
You're probably enjoying maybe not having a Sam Kelly down there and just getting a bit more ball coming to him. You'd think
unpredictability too, isn't it?
So Jackson Couch, the school teacher from Emmanuel, comes in. He'll kick right on the 50-metre arc. Strikes it well. I tell you what, if it's got the leg, it's got the accuracy. Does it just fall short? Waller's there at the bottom of the pack. Schwarbrick it was actually. Quick kick forward. Coming out to meet it there was Ollie Smith. Steps around one. Wobbly little kick. Goes forward. But that time, I think it was Sully, the veteran. He hits up a teammate, which is Jimmy Wallers. And Wallers, who's got the job on Becks today when he goes forward. He's told to play on now. He kicks down further afield. Rantel flies, big fist over the back of the pack. Rowan's there looking for holding the ball. The umpire says no. And Blackie, all thanks to SC Concrete, it's a ferocious start to this contest.
Yeah, good game of footy. Becks has been good. Three involvements for scores there for Becks. So Hobbsy probably have to do a better job next time he's on him in the ruck.
Brennan only as far as Sam Maris. He's wrapped up. We're in the 25. On centre wing, right in front of the big crowd here at the Gardens Oval Port Fairy. The Seagulls currently leading by 8, 20-12. Becks strong in the ruck, gets to Ollie Smith, feeds the handball out. McCluggage, has he got some space? He's going to have to navigate through a few tunnels there. He's wrapped up by Edmonds, and we'll have a stoppage on centre wing. So the Seagulls kick the first 3. The Roosters have biting back with the last 2. And we've got an 8-point ball game.
Biting back.
Or bitten back. Sunday. Lucas Edmonds with the clear kick. Inside the centre square. Chasing hard there is Dwyer. Second effort was good. Plenty of numbers around the contest. And we'll have a stoppage right just outside the centre circle. So 13 and a half minutes gone, first term Sunday football. It's the Seagulls leading 3-2 Tween to South Warrnambool 2 straight 12.
I reckon Tyrone Ross just came off there shaking his head.
He did seem happy.
I don't know whether it's game or injury.
Might be just a little injury, I reckon. So free kick's gone to Rhodes. He's been good too. Start his first quarter. He's just told to bring the ball back now. Kick over the mark. So Sammy Rhodes, still only a young kid. He kicks short to McCluggage, told to play on. Kicks into the pocket, Nicholson the target. He reads it well off the back of the pack. Left foot kick on goal, just skew and goes out of bounds on the full. And the resultant free kick will go to Matty Sully. He'll play on quickly to Dingo, Jolly Maloney, the veteran. Short little kick, goes further afield to Matty Sell, son of Sampras, who's been over here for a couple of years now.
So he goes a short kick, finds Jaden Brennan, left half back, goes inside the centre square.
Good kick.
Finds Jake Bartlett, so they're chipping around quite nicely. Out in front of Troop, gets it to a running Guthrie, shrugs, goes on the right boot, a bit of a worm burner. Inside 50, Mullen did well, attacked it beautifully. To Rhodes, gets the 1-2 back, had to stretch, fed the handball to Herbert, to McCluggage. Oh, geez, he's good. Miles McCluggage, that's a really nice kick, and he finds Mason Osborne.
Good play by Mullen down there in that back line, and that's been cut off by Sully. He just reads it so well, but Liam Mullen was so clean with the hands. Goes short inboard to big Jakey Bartlett. He's got a player further afield here in Cooper Edmonds. So Coops,
Son of Mick,
kicks into space. Rowan's the target. Mullen does the big spoil over the back. Here goes Troop. Swings it on the body. Rowan flies. Going back with it was Harry Lee. Radush Mahan gets the handball out. The defence was good for the South Warrnambool Roosters. Owen to Bex. And now it's a foot race on that far outer side. It's Dingo up against Dan. And I say Nicholson. Great pressure from Nicholson. He was outnumbered. Handball comes back. Oh, you're in trouble. Good strength though. And the Seagulls into attack once again.
And they go for Troop, but the numbers there favouring the Roosters. Here's Harry Lee, feeds it out. Ollie Smith, little clearing kick there to Sam Rose, just to settle things down their wigs.
Yeah, you can already see what's happening. Troop's now drawing the ball, but he's also drawing 3 South defenders. So Port Fairy need to get a little bit more creative, lower their eyes, shift the ball away from Troop. That will then allow Troop to get back to one-on-ones.
Willem O'Sullivan on that outer side, half-back flank, watched for big Mason Osborne to fly, couldn't bring it down. Guthrie worked hard, it was Maloney instead. They kick it forward, but only as far as Willem O'Sullivan wants to play on short kick inside, and he finds Tommy Fitzgerald. So Fitzgerald looks to play on air, wants to draw the handball, does to Lenihan, has to be quick. Might have got taken high, got ball released. No, he did not in time. And the free kick's going to go to Jake Muir for the Port Fairy Seagulls. The left foot kicks the centre half forward, has to be spot on. He is.
Good kick.
And he finds Edmonds. Edmonds inside, forward 50. Rowan versus Mullen. Rowan wins it. No, he doesn't.
Yep,
yes, he does. And Rowan, the league's leading goal kicker overall, takes the mark, 7 metres out, 45-degree angle. And that was a nice bit of work there by Cooper Edmonds.
Yeah, really good. He's been pretty lively. But good pressure on the front. It's going to be a good contest, Joel Maloney versus Nico, both in their 30s. But Joel Maloney's still got that competitive edge to him.
Absolutely. So Jason Rowan for his first of the afternoon comes in and has kicked a goal. A good goal there by the sharpshooter. They're 4th of the afternoon, and they extend that lead back out to a 14-point margin. 4-2, 26 Port Fairy. South Warrnambool 2 straight 12, national tile scoreboard. Let's go down to the Grand Pooh Bear and Alan Blackburn, all thanks to SC Concrete.
Thanks, Trent. How was the pick-up from Mullins before? That was magnificent
exceptional.
pick-up.
Yep.
And they've got some good players, Port Fairy, and unfortunately I think it's bad news for the coach. I don't want to preempt, but left hamstring, I reckon, boys.
Oh, that's not good news.
He's shaking his head, so he's a bit disappointed. Don't know if it's right, but we'll see.
That's all thanks to Koroit Pharmacy, Blackie. So the ball back in the middle. Been a real frantic start to this contest for mine. 18 minutes gone on the league contracting time clock. Ball in the middle again. Handball comes out. There's Bex. He gets it to O'Sullivan. Kick goes forward. Maloney comes out. Geez, that's a great con. Oh, he plays on. And Nicholson's nabbed him. The two veterans going at it. I love this contest.
Wow.
It's good to see. Jolie Maloney up against Nicholson. He thought he had a yard on him.
And he did well to lead him to the ball, marked it, and then thought he was off, and not quite.
So Nicholson will get the shot on goal. He'll kick just inside the forward 50, straight in front. He's kicked a heap of goals here at the Gardens Oval, Port Fairy, over the journey. He knows this ground better than anyone. So Nicholson comes in. Left foot kicks on its way. He skews it to the left. Has it stayed in play? Yes, it has. Bex, that was bad defence in the end. They all kind of looked at each other, and this will be a certain goal now because Bex won't miss this. He's on a tight angle, but he'll snap it because that's the calibre of player that Bex is.
And, boys, Max Sally was standing on the mark. Would have been handy down at that goal square, boys.
Swings around the body and makes no mistake about it. So the Roosters go to 3 straight 18. Port Fairy 4-2-26. And that was one that I reckon the Seagulls will be disappointed with, Wiggs.
Yeah, look, it was again. Sully's obviously calling on the mark, but your ruckman need to be back there. It was a contested mark, but it was 1v1. Just dropped short, but he's probably at the moment. Shannon Beck's pushing forward. He's
proving a few.
Yeah, giving some headaches to the Port Fairy coaches and the players.
How tall is Bex? What are you, 6'6"?
Yeah.
Big.
Jeez, a big
enough. Yeah.
And he's been good on the ball too, hasn't he?
He has been.
Bad laying the planks either, the big fella. He's been next door the last couple of weeks. He's pretty good at the caper.
So Mason Osborne with a little tap down. Herbert was in there as well, trying to gather it. There was Schwarbrick, intercepted by Will Sinnott. Out of side, half forward flank, Hamish Hobbs up against Lenehan. Lenehan leading the charge towards the boundary. Can they maintain it? He did really well. Marcus Herbert now. Handball's out. The Roosters trying to get it out of trouble. Plenty of contest work there by the Seagulls. They're jumping on it like no tomorrow. High tackle's going to go to South Warrnambool. Tommy Fitzgerald will take the resultant free kick on right half back. So sun is shining here at the Gardens Oval. Sunday football. Herbert takes the mark. And he's going to bring it to the broadcast side. Nice kick to Mullen. That was elite. Mullen will go short over the top to McCluggage, one of the best ball users in the comp. He'll go further down the ground, looking for a teammate in Walker Owen, but Sully got in the way. He kept it in, Walker Owen. Handballs over the top. Here's Joshy Folks. Goes towards goal. Nicholson, goal square. Good defensive work by Maloney. Nicholson trying to keep it alive. Maloney fed it out. Trying to find Fleming. Here's Nicholson over the top. Good handball. Can they create something here, the Roosters? Folks up against Matty Sal. Ball goes out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in. Right forward pocket for the Roosters.
Both forward lines look dangerous when it gets in there quick and into one-on-ones. Yeah.
Geez, Herbert's fit, boys.
I was just watching him run then from 50 to 50 and yeah.
Wouldn't like to be playing with him today. You can earn your paycheck, I reckon. He's a running machine. Just that level of football, isn't it? It's another cog up. Stacks on the mill here, right on the 50-metre arc. I've liked the young start of young Fitzgerald, Tommy. He's the grandson of the great Joey Fitzgerald. A legend back in the heyday. So the ball goes up once again. Bartlett. Ball comes out. Guthrie gets a quick kick forward for the Seagulls. Bouncing football now. Going back there is Huddy Owen. He gathers. Rowan comes to put the pressure on. Kick had to be good, and it was. Beautiful mark. A diving mark by his brother then, Walker Owen, the Texas Ranger. He's right on centre wing. He kicks further afield. Herbert was the target. Plenty of Roosters around that. Herbert on the outside. Beautiful play. Kicks forward into the pocket. Getting back. Oh, geez, I'm loving this contest.
It's good, isn't it? Yeah.
Sol Maloney and Nicholson, and Maloney does a great job once again. Two veterans. Kicks out further afield to Wallers. Runs his required distance and bangs it on the boot and gets about 60 metres on the kick. Did it stay in? No, it didn't. And it's gone out of bounds. The ball will come back. 23 minutes gone, first quarter. Port Fairy 4-2-26. Roosters 3 straight 18. National Tail scoreboard.
Let's go around the grounds all thanks to Macco Hire, Cobden Rec Reserve. It's the Bloods 4-2-26, leading Cobden 2-2-14. First quarter action. Ball inside 50. And a nice mark taken there by the Roosters. I reckon that might be O'Sullivan. It is. Plays on. Spearing pass. Just didn't hit his target in the end. Roving football, trying to get there was Matty Sell. Ball comes out to Joshy Folks. Can he bend it around enough? He can't. And a minor score to the Roosters. Their first blemish on the national tile scoreboard. 3-1-19. They trail the Seagulls 4-2-26. Almost 23 and a half ticked over Wigsy.
Yeah, Port Fairy again. South will just continue to kick mark the ball a bit, play with speed when they can, but Port Fairy can't stand off them. They've got to take those uncontested to contested marks.
They certainly take the game on a bit more, the Roosters, than last year.
Definitely quicker.
So here they go again, into attack once again. Conboy gets the handball further afield to Owen. That's Hudson. Floating kick. Wallace does well on Bex. Bex, who could have been taken high. Umpire missing, says, "You're right, big boy." And they're not happy with the attention that Bex copped. The Bex will go back. And is this for his second or third?
He began for his third.
This will be his third, Bex, if he can slot this one. A little bit going on off the play. No surprise to see Nicholson in there again for the Roosters. So he's about 20 metres out, Shannon. He fair dinkum lit the Roosters up at about the 7-minute mark of this first quarter, because he said, I'm not going to sit down here and not impose myself on the contest. And when he went into the ruck, that's when they got back into this game. He's a great player. So Bex comes in, kicks on its way. Oh, I tell you what, has he snuck it in? Yes, he has. So the Roosters trail by 1 point. They go to 4-1-25. That is on the national tile scoreboard. The Seagulls are 4-2-26. Wigsy, he's hard to stop, isn't he?
Yeah, we had Darcy Troop we're talking about for the first 10 minutes, and for the second 10 minutes has been Shannon Bex. So especially with Big Osborne being able to go into the ruck, Bex is probably, he's the one. So you just wonder, I think Sully's going to Bex now.
Probably makes a bit of sense with height and size and that too, doesn't it? Ball back in the centre, 1 point margin. Hobbs ups against Osborne. No one got a real clear, decisive tap. Here comes Jaden Brennan. Little soccer off the ground. Goes up with that second effort. Right on him there was Ollie Smith. And we'll have a stoppage inside the centre square. Blakey, let's head downstairs to you, all thanks to SC Concrete.
Yeah, certainly a good game of footy. Beck's looking dangerous. Great contest between Nico and Dingo. What a contest that is.
A couple of their veterans working beautifully against one another. There's Jakey Bartlett in a ruck. Herbert in there as well. He's wrapped up, not going anywhere. And we'll have a stoppage once again.
So it looks like Hobbs is going to take the ruck, and then Bartlett goes in and does the ruck work around the ground.
So Osborne, tap down wasn't bad to Herbert. Little handball there to Sam Mara. Spearing past to Bex, too much on it. Here comes Maloney Wallers. Quick kick out of that defensive 50. We've got some territory at Smith versus Schwarbrick. Smith did well, trying to hold himself at advantage play to the Roosters. Owen goes to Fitzgerald. Short kick over the top. Rose the target. Will it bounce favourably? Here comes Sully, wraps him up. Herbert in there trying to feed out the handball. Walker Owen couldn't quite get it in the end. Jaden Brennan nicely done there for the Seagulls. Goes out to the outer side wing through the hands of Hudson Owen. Coming to assist there was Lanahan. Nice handball to Hudson Owen. He'll go short, and here they go, the Roosters once again.
So they got a lot of speed around the contest for the Roosters. That's where they're looking dangerous. When the ball gets out in open space, they are quick, Wigsy.
They are, absolutely. And again, a little bit, I think that's been Dan Nicholson's been just a bit more speed on the ball.
And those forward handballs that we were discussing before the contest. Kick comes out into space. Sully meets this one. Oh, the big man just showed a little bit of candy. Absolutely magnificent. Coming out there strongly was Harry Lee. Good tackle in the end. Lee gets it further afield to Smith. Smith goes to Osborne. Osborne goes to Fitzgerald, takes a one-hander. Fitzgerald goes out further afield. Bex is the target. Wallace with a big fist over the top. Coming in to meet the contest there was young Edmonds, or Tweedley I should say. Goes further afield. Follows up beautifully, Tweedley. Handball over the top. They're out if they can get it over, but no, yes they can. There's Edmonds, that's Lucas. He swings out of trouble. The pressure's up here, isn't it? There's Eric Guthrie now with a bit of space and time. Kicks into the pocket. Hobbs, bouncing football. Can he gather? Yes, he can. Goes back inboard. Little chip kick. Oh, good play in the end. And Tweedley on the end of it, who worked really hard.
Yeah, he had about 3 or 4 contests. Really well done, young fella, and then kept running. Obviously can cover the ground, but See, that was pretty frenetic and quick, but good kick inside 50 to find him. Tough shot, though.
Peter Bolsbridge don't play the day from Xavier Tweely.
So in the pocket, he doesn't kick it real well, to be honest. It skews off the side of the boot and it goes out of bounds. I think he was just concerned with the distance there, wasn't he, boys?
Yeah, a little bit beyond his range for the young fella. But tell you what, beautiful play to get him moving forward. So Herbert, right half-back flank here at the Gardens Oval, Port Fairy.
Getting himself into the game, isn't he, now? Yep.
So Herbert just waiting to see what's the best offer when to go forward. Told to play on, and he gives it a good long kick outside defensive 50. Oh, nice mark taken there by Matty Sully, but the time is going to go. And it's quarter time here at the Gardens Oval, Port Fairy. We've got an outstanding Sunday game of football. 4-2-26 the Seagulls, leading the Roosters 4-1-25. Shannon Beck's 3 goals for the Roosters and 2 goals to Darcy Troop. Great start to this contest, Adam Dowie.
Yeah, look, it was... Again, we spoke about scoreboard pressure, so I think for the sake of the game, it was great that Port Fairy got out of the blocks. Troop looked really dangerous. They were able to get it out of the middle and hit the scoreboard. And then South just gradually just sort of worked their way into the game, just through with their handball, their link-up play, and being able to find marks, lower eyes. And then Shannon Becks was sort of rucking and then going forward and then just playing forward. And he, at the moment, he's the sort of, you're thinking, who's the match winner? Look, Troop will, and again, if Port Fairy keep going long and predictable all the time to Troop, it's going to be difficult because they'll, Harry Lee's got him at the moment, but they'll get their numbers around there. And then when it hits the ground, that's when, Port Fairy have got to get their smalls and their midfielders, and they've got to get in there and at least halve those ground balls. But yeah, Souths, again, they've certainly more speed on the ball, more play on, keep the ball moving type of thing. And then you've got, Nico and Becks. But it's been, a story of sort of 2 halves in the first quarter.
Absolutely, a real frantic kind of first quarter for mine. The pressure was up from both teams. Absolutely sensational start to this game. If we can get 3 more quarters of this, it is going to be a belter. Sunday footy at its finest here on your home of football, Netball 94.5 3YB FM. We'll come back with second quarter action on the other side of this.
Hampden League live and exclusive on Streamer for Badeness Rural, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, Warrnambool Kia, McDonald's and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
Winning. Yeah! There's a McCafe drink for that. New drinks now at McCafe. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The Flying Horse is more than just a pub. It's the perfect spot to kick back with friends or family. Indulge in a delicious meal from Ember's wood-fired kitchen. Celebrate in one of their multiple function rooms. Catch up with mates in the sports bar or TAB. Grab a slab from their Bottle Mart bottle shop. There's even a courtesy bus. Plus, don't forget their drive-through bottle shop brewing Piccolo coffee. For the perfect venue, it's gotta be the Flying Horse. Of course!
At Warrnambool Kia, there's only one thing we love to do more than watching the all-new Kia Tasman ads, and that's to get in and drive it ourselves. Test drive the all-new Kia Tasman now at Warrnambool Kia, see what all the hype's about.
Need insurance? See MGA Insurance Group. Great service, expert advice and competitive premiums for farmers, business owners and transport operators. Call Dennis and Gareth Morgan and Glenn Skilbeck, 55596 200.
G'day, Luke Williams here. At Luke Williams Real Estate, competition is in our nature. Per team member, we sell more properties than anyone else. We're not the biggest, but we are the busiest. Luke Williams Real Estate. Let's kick some winning goals together this season.
Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater has all your fresh meats ready to go. And small goods handmade on the premises daily. Yeah! Find Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater at Lucas Brothers Butchers with easy, convenient drive-through. Corner of Banyan and Lava Streets, Warrnambool.
It's Beth from Warrnambool 24/7 Gym and Fitness. Warrnambool's biggest gym just got an extra 200 square metres bigger with a whole lot more equipment. Get your training done how you want and when you want. Warrnambool 24/7 Gym and Fitness Homemakers Centre.
Pure Stream AV is your local audiovisual expert across Warrnambool and southwest Victoria. Delivering professional live streaming, event production and AV support you can rely on. From weddings and school performances to sports and community events, we handle the tech so you don't have to. Just need the gear, we also offer flexible AV hire with reliable equipment ready when you are. Pure Stream AV, local, professional and ready to help your event shine. Call us today.
We're up here maintaining the power lines that supply electricity to the network. Work that's essentialist training is to perfecting your mark. Power Core, essential as.
Some people say there's more to life than drinks. I guess they haven't tried these ones. The delicious new range at McCafe. There's a drink for that. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At Warrnambool Kia, there's only one thing we love to do more than watching the all-new Kia Tasman ads, and that's to get in and drive it ourselves. Test drive the all-new Kia Tasman now at Warrnambool Kia to see what all the hype's about.
Hampden League Live on 3YB FM.
Another quarter of Hampden footy for Powercore. From the first bounce to the final siren, Powercore backs Hampden League footy because local footy is essential as.
Yeah, welcome back. Quarter time. Seagulls lead by 1 point. Alan Blackburn, you're downstairs with one of the assistant coaches of the Port Fairy Seagulls in Alistair Templeton.
Yeah, thanks, Joey. Our good start by the Seagulls, but thanks to Shannon Bex, they probably got back into the game.
Yeah, he's going to be pretty hard to keep out of the game for the whole day, but yeah, good start around the contest. We were really happy with our tackle pressure. I think we had 23 tackles, so we can keep that up and obviously get them to cough it up as much as we can. That'd be helpful.
And Darcy Troop, great start to him. Kicked a couple of goals and probably needed a few little fellas around him later in the quarter.
Yeah, that was our message to the forwards just then, just making sure that the leg rope's not too long, and we can, if Troopy's going to mark it or bring it to ground, he gives us first access at a ground ball inside 50. So, those smalls, they get under his feet. Hopefully, big fella can bring the ground in with him.
And young Hobbsy, he'll learn a bit from playing on Shannon Bex. Probably needs to go forward with him.
Yeah, just in that transition, Shannon's so dangerous in reading the play well and then being such a good mark in front of the ball. So, yeah, that was a bit of a message. But yeah, we do also enjoy Hobbsy around the ground. He gets his hands on it and gives first use to our mids, which is always helpful.
And Tyrone, no good, mate?
No, he tweaked a hammy. I don't know whether it's his glute or hammy or something. I don't know if it is actually tweaked. It's just a bit tight. So I don't think he's put the tracksuit on just yet. But yeah, I don't think him out there to start with. So
thanks for your time, mate.
No worries at all.
Beautifully done downstairs, all thanks to SC Concrete, the best concreters in Australia. Stumpy Callan and the boys. Umpire Lockheed holds it aloft, and we are getting the second quarter underway, Hilly.
Yeah, we are. Herbert got the handball fed out to Willem O'Sullivan, who started this game beautifully. Mason Osborne, right half forward flank. On his tail there was Sully. There's Matt Sell, gets it to Sully. Creates a kick out of nothing, and a nice mark taken there by Miles McCluggage. So a 1 point ball game at quarter time. This second term brought to you by Powercore, essential as. And we'll get a Powercore Netball Power update very soon. Long kick inside, forward 50. Nicholson awaiting. No one could bring down the mark. Numbers favouring the Seagulls. Football loose. Waller's overran it. Coming through there was Fleming. He's wrapped up, not going anywhere. And we'll do that quick Powercore Netball update. Terang Mortlake currently leading. Cobden 39-34 and the Roosters 48. Port Fairy 21 in open netball. That's a Powercore Power update.
And I'm going to get a Matco higher around the grounds update. Cobden 14 to Terang Mortlake 33. That is quarter time football there. So Blood's off to a decent old start there against the Cobden Bombers. Roosters go into attack once again. There's that man Bex. Jeez, he's hard to contest. I tell you, he is an absolute star. Kicks into the pocket to Nicholson. who found some space.
Well, that was Joel Maloney then, probably trying to do the right thing, get over and try and help his Port Fairy teammate, try and bring the ball to ground, but came over, Beck still marked it, and then Joel Maloney
went at the back.
Yeah, so good play, but...
He'll swing this back left to right, boys. Left footer, he bananas it in the end. Is it spinning back enough? No, it's not. Thought he had that natural kind of right to left draw in his football.
From there, tough
it is.
kick, so probably the banana, but...
Scores are all tied, boys. 4-2-26, national tile scoreboard. I've seen Big Terry Becks umpiring the twos earlier. For all your flooring needs, get out and see Bexy and the boys and the girls. They do a magnificent job. Here goes Lucas Edmonds now. Kicks. Beck stands tall once again.
Jeez, he's been everywhere, hasn't he?
Oh, he has been everywhere. Dominant figure, that is for sure. Coming through there was Osborne. Good handball. There goes Herbert. Kicks forward. Numbers back with the Seagulls, though. And Jimmy Wallace takes a very good mark for the Port Fairy Seagulls.
He does, and he goes Matt Sell. He'll go short via foot, and he finds a teammate on that right half-back flank. I think it might be Schwarbrick. So 4-2-26 apiece. He'll go long outside defensive 50, goes to the centre wing. The big men fly, they jump, no one can take it, bring it down. Football still well and truly alive, gathered by Edmonds. He's wrapped up, and we'll have a stoppage on that outer side wing. Blackie, let's go to you, all thanks to SC Concrete.
Yeah, good contest, isn't it? And as you say, Bex is probably the difference, and Troop was best on ground the first half of the first quarter, but no, good contest.
So ball thrown up on that outer side wing, some body work there from Bartlett, and a push out. It's going to go to the Roosters. So Mason Osborne, who's gotten better every game I've seen him, he's going to be a young emerging ruckman who's going to cause some havoc. Herbert goes that spearing pass inside the centre square, finds Harry Lee, nice stretched mark. So Harry Lee feeds the handball out. He's just under a little bit of pressure there. Herbert wasn't the best option. Coming through is the Seagulls in numbers. They're trying to pedal it towards the boundary line. Gathered by Schwarbrick. Feeds the handball back to Guthrie. Goes on his natural left. Short kick. Big stretching work there by Bartlett. Only as far as Marcus Herbert. Spearing pass to half forward. Picked up by Conboy, the first gamer. Lost it. Coming through there was Wallace. He's wrapped up. Ball goes over the boundary line. And we'll have a boundary throw in about 60 out from the Roosters goal.
Who's that South player down in the middle, boys?
Don't know. Is it...
Folks, I reckon. Josh Folks, it looks like.
Guthrie looks like he's gone to Herbert, although now they're not. But, Herbert getting himself into the game.
I reckon Guthrie certainly lines up on him at all stoppages, Wiggs, and has been from the start of this contest. McCluggage goes back to Herbert now, who you're right, to start to really impose himself on the contest. I do like Sully on Becks. I think that is the matchup when he's forward.
Yep.
They're good at getting him free, though, aren't they?
Well, do you go and ruck him? Do you just go wherever he goes, you go?
You go with him.
Maybe.
I actually reckon that's probably the call, to be honest. Because they're very good at... Bexel just kind of has a licence to go and do what he wants, and he loses his man very well. So Edmonds goes inboard to the big man, Jakey Bartlett. Fantastic season last year for Jake.
Team of the year.
Sensational effort. Beautiful kick further afield. And that's Cooper Edmonds, the Cooper man.
Handy cricketer, this young bloke too.
He kicks down long and strong.
Good leg.
Hobbs is the target. Good fist or free kick for a chop. So Hobbs will get the resultant free kick now. They've got players on if they can get it on quick. Rowan and Troop. Good contest in the end. That was Herbert who got back. Well done. Little chip kick there. And we might have that coming over here too, Rookie. We can hear that down the lines here. That netball stuff at the moment, big fella. Beautifully done. Kick goes further field. And Jimmy Wallace takes a nice mark for the Port Fairy Seagulls.
Puts the pressure. Oh, here comes the Roosters inside. Goes to Becks, who'll run in and kick his fourth goal. Fourth goal for Shannon Becks. And the Roosters go to 5-3-33. Player down as well. I didn't see that, Blackie.
I actually didn't see that either, boys. I was worried about the...
I think there's a bit of urgency in terms of from the South players. So a few of them, I think a few of them went to Jimmy Wallace, a few of the South boys. But
And that ball...
We're going to have a bit of a delay.
A bit of a delay. He's getting up off the ground, which is good. I think it might be...
O'Sullivan, it looks like.
Yeah, Willem O'Sullivan, who's got up and he's running off the ground, so that's good to see for O'Sullivan followers. And for the South Warrnambool faithful.
Jimmy Wallace, he's going really hard and goes to the ball, but his ball use is, just struggling by foot to find targets, and that caused that back the other way, that Beck's goal.
He plays the contest nice and hard, Wallace, that is for sure. So Hobbs and Osborne back in the middle here. Tap comes down. This bloke's really starting to insert himself into the game. Herbert back to Osborne to Rhodes. Rhodes goes out further afield to Smith. That's Ollie. Got to play short in Conboy if he wanted to use him. Decides to go. Look at Bex. Have a look at this. He's just by himself. I don't know what happened there, but he had plenty of space just to lead up into, and the kick was absolutely magnificent. This is for 5 for Bex. They've only kicked 5. And...
Well, they've got their best. They got Sully on him, but that was just, leg
good
right.
ball use.
Yeah. And they're not going to bomb it south, but generally they'll spot up targets.
Yeah, you give them too much width there.
Yep.
Definitely.
So Shannon Becks for 5.5, and we're only 7.5 minutes into the second term. Comes in, kicks on its way. Umpire doesn't move. Bexy pumps a fist. And he says, whack that up on the National Tile scoreboard. We even sponsor it. And I'm putting on a clinic today. He's kicked 5. Roosters have kicked 6. They go to 6-3-39. Seagulls 4-2-26. National Tile scoreboard.
Hobbs came limping off there too. So you'd be thinking Jake Bartlett into the ruck, which is probably where he plays his best footy. So, but yeah, South starting to get on top, starting to win clearances. Paul Ferry trying really hard, but it's just, South just look a bit classy when they got the ball.
Maybe Hobbs is that new ruck rule where you obviously got to jump at it rather than Bartlett being more of that body on body. Here's Brennan with the clearing kick. Kicks towards centre half forward. Gathered there by Dwyer, inside forward 50. Mitchy Ryan, I should say it's not Mitchy Ryan, Joe Nelson Hill was the target and sees the ball over the boundary line, whether a boundary throw in. So 13 points the margin. 8.5 minutes gone in this second term. Ball inside forward 50 for the Seagulls, and the Roosters, well, they've kicked the last 3 goals. So no one got a tap down. Mullen did well. Football into the hands of Osborne. He's wrapped up. And we'll go once again. Blackie, let's go to you. All thanks to SC Concrete. Willem O'Sullivan, all thanks to Croyd Pharmacy.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay. Might have just got a bit of a head knock, and Hobbs is getting a bit of treatment, just getting a rub down. So
this is on top at the moment, the Roosters. You just feel it in this contest, boys. They've kind of controlled the last 15 minutes of this game, haven't they?
The next goals, I reckon, big. If Paul Ferry can get it, they, again, stay within touch. If South get it, then it's just starting to stretch a bit.
He's got a big leap, Osborne. Doesn't win that one down. Radush Mohan, he's wrapped up in a strong tackle. And the umpire says, let's have another ball up. Beautiful day for footy here at the Gardens Oval, Port Fairy. Great crowd too. They got the CUB on tap, the 3.5 Carlton Dry, and of course the hard solo on tap downstairs. Not too late to get here. Herbert was gang tackled there.
Stewie, it seems funny guys drinking out of the tap at a ground, doesn't it?
I like it though, Blackie. It's good for the environment.
Yeah,
plastic cups.
Very good, very good.
Another South player. Slow to get up, boys.
Be number 10, is it Folksy?
Nah, it's Mason Osborne.
Mason Osborne. Just from that ruck contest. Not much of him, only a young kid. 17 from Mason Osborne.
Oh, I think he's turned 18.
17, 18. He's just going to go and might have just winded himself by the looks of that. So young Rango, Willie Rantel, will go into the ruck against Troop. Coming through is Mohan. Rantel was wrapped up. Herbert gets a quick kick out. Geez, he's had a fair bit of it in this second quarter. Oh, beautifully done there by Couch. He's got Bex over the top. Wallace gets back. Good mark, Jimmy. So Jimmy's got players short. Decides to play on run. He's required distance. Kicks down the line. Troops the target. Back to Rantel. High up and under. Bartlett's going to go up against Couch. Good use of the body. Wrapped up. Coming through was Couch. Strong tackle going nowhere. And the umpire says, let's have a ball up.
So Bex now, with Osborne going off, Bex has gone back into the ruck, so you'd be thinking Port Fairy would be a bit more comfortable with that.
Yeah, you'd hate him in the ruck, but you'd hate him down forward the way he's going at the moment. He's playing some beautiful forward 50 football. Shannon Beck's ball comes down only as far as Walker Owen dumps it inside forward 50. The size advantage there to Matt Sully. Ollie Smith did well. Conboy there. They've got numbers. Schwarbrick has to be quick. Sam Rhodes. He's trying to feed it out, but he's wrapped up there by Matt Sully, not going anywhere. We'll have a stoppage about 40 out from this South Warrnambool goal. They lead 6-2, 38-4, 26, a 12-point ball game. Bartlett with a tap down to Edmonds. Handball ricocheted. Folks nearly gathered. Edmonds had it and lost it. Only as far as Conboy. Left foot snap towards goal. And a minor score for the first gamer. So 6-3-39 the Roosters, 4-2-26 Port Fairy, 12 minutes gone. Blackie, all thanks to SC Concrete.
Yeah, young Hobbsy's kind of walking around. I think it's a bit of a lower leg injury, but I think he should be right to come back on.
Hopefully just got a little bit of heat onto that, whatever it was. Bit of deep heat. Do magic things with a magic spray. Rantel over the top that time. Can't quite take the ball there as Ryan, wrapped up in a strong tackle. Right in front of the boxes here, not far away from our man on the boundary, Alan Blackburn. So I said the Roosters just on top. Back half of the first quarter and controlling this second quarter at the moment. Next goal, so important. Beck's up against Bartlett. They both just flick it out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw and they'll reset. Wheezy. The glasses, got the shades on in the box today, big fella.
Yeah, it's a bit sort of glary. I don't want to be squinting the whole time, but yeah, Bex and Bartlett, and this will be a good contest for the next 5.
Absolutely. No one got the clearing, just tap out. Mohan got the handball out, he sockets it forward. Mullen on Rowan, did well. Here's Ryan Lucas, breaks the tackle, handballs Rantel. The youngster's working nicely. Short kick, Jackson Couch takes it.
Good play by you, Lucas, young Lucas.
Goes into the centre, finds McCluggage. He'll go to Herbert, who's just racking and stacking them. Inside 50, Ollie Smith the target, bounces awkwardly. Here's Wallers. Goes back inside the centre square. Setting himself there was Lucas, wanted to pat it into the direction of his teammate. Keeping it alive there as a 50-gamer in Mitchie Ryan. Did well. Looking for a Rowan over his shoulder. Here comes Troop. Rowan, he'll go off the ground. Free kick, and it's going to go back to Darcy Troop. Will Rowan try and take the advantage?
Oh, geez, I nearly would.
So Troop, 55 metres out.
You were running into kind of goal there.
So he looks to play on. He'll go long towards the goal square. It's a big, long kick. The punch was good there from Liam Mullen. Minor score to the Seagulls.
Yeah, just high, sort of hoping for that mark, and that punch through. And yeah, as a coach, you don't like those. Kick it to the top of the square, stoppage.
So the great Mickey Edwards downstairs.
Predictable.
So here go the Roosters now. And it's through that man Herbert, who has been absolutely on fire in this second quarter. Over the back, picking it up beautifully well there was young Dan Thornton. Good contest at half forward, and the ball goes out of bounds right in front of the Mick Hearn building. Far out of side.
Have we had that next goal yet? I don't think we have, Stewie, have we? And it's probably the longer it goes on, the more important that next goal is going to be.
So boundary throw-in, 4-3-27 Port Fairy, 6-3-39 Roosters, National Tiles scoreboard. Bartlett up against Bex. Free kick's been plucked. Everything's going to go to the Roosters. It'll go to that man Sullivan, or O'Sullivan. A little bit of a peaky binder look.
Under 23.
I'm not sure.
He's been around for a while now, hasn't he? Good kick. Conboy on the end of it. That was beautiful. Just weighted perfectly. And Willem O'Sullivan spots him up, and the young kid's got his chance to kick his first.
He's a bit of a freak, this kid. Even the way he ran out at that one, yeah, he's and knows how to kick a goal too.
He's the coach's apprentice, and the coach would have made him earn his stripes, I reckon, before he got his first crack here. So Conboy, 25 metres out, slide angle, comes in. Kicks on its way, umpire doesn't move, pumps the fist to the mate sitting in the back of the ute. It's the Kia Tasman over there. And the boys are up and about, and the Roosters go to 7-3-45. Port Fairy 4-3-27 national tail scoreboard.
I think Nico was saying you've kicked a goal, young fella. It makes you turn up for work tomorrow. But yeah, look, again, there's that next goal we're talking about. So South again, Port Fairy trying really, really hard, but South are just a little bit better with the ball.
Quick around the contest.
Yeah, quick and speed, and look, they're really good kicks. Like they're spotting up their targets. Whereas Port Fairy, it's a little bit more territory, particularly forward. So, but yeah, contrasting styles.
Willem O'Sullivan 24 this year, mate. So he just misses the cut. Would have been a nice one.
Yep. Yeah, he's had a good game.
Osborne back in the ruck. Here comes Guthrie, wrapped up by that man, Jackson Couch, who's had a good start. O'Sullivan trying to feed out the handball. Coming through is Guthrie. Handball comes to Fitzgerald, and off they go, folks. He has to be quick. He got it out just in time. Morris. Handballs it back. Awkward bounce for O'Sullivan. Wrapped up, dispossessed, holding the ball. Seagulls get the free kick.
Good pressure.
And it's going to go to Matty Sell. So Matt Sell. Rocking the perm, I reckon, Matty Sell. Look, very curly hair.
His old man used to have the same hair.
He did.
Yeah, no, back in the day, it's the Sampras Cell cut.
So Jaden Brennan, he'll go long down the line. Hamish Hobson's going to be one of the targets. Good punch by Harry Lee. Oh, well read there by Rhodes. Handball quickly out to Morris. Oh, nicely worked there by McCluggage. He's just had time and space. Ball comes into Conboy. So Conboy, inside forward 50. Bex is the target. Nicholson's there. Bex at the back. Well done by Sully. The punched away there into the path of Smith. Smothered kick by Sully. Well done. He tries to feed it out. Well done there by Smith. Here comes Marcus Herbert. Right foot step towards goal. And holds it right, and a minor score. But the Roosters, every time they go forward, they are looking dangerous. 7-4-46 to 4-3-27.
They just got that one sitting off the contest. They just feed that handball out too. So Port Fairy's a bit more get it and kick it. South's a bit more chain our way out.
Chain the handballs. They're very quick by hand. And that forward handball that we've been talking about, Wigsy. So here goes Jimmy Wallers. Kicks along and strong. Ryan goes real early. Big fist. Couch comes through. Takes a bit of heat. He's been very good. Jeez, that's a beautiful kick. And guess who's on the end of it? It's the youngster again in Conboy, who's got his chance to kick 2 in 2 minutes. He's looking lively. He's looking dangerous. And if he gets 2, he might have a late start to work tomorrow. So young Sammy Conboy.
They just, when the ball's hitting the ground, they've just got...
they're so quick.
Yeah, more numbers.
So quick, and they've got a lot of players that come into this team too. So Conboy comes in, kicks on its way. He snuck it in. It's his second, and they get around the youngster. And the Roosters go marching on here. They get 8-4, which is 52 on the national tile scoreboard. The Seagulls are 4-3-27, 20 or 9.5 minutes gone, second term. Wigsy, Blackie, the Seagulls need the next goal and they need it fast.
Yeah, absolutely. They probably haven't looked like it, to be honest. They've had a couple of entries. They had Troop push back to the goal score. I'll be thinking, get him up high, get him involved in the game a little bit. Rowan seems to be playing a bit high, so I think they like the mismatch of, and maybe they're trying to drag Harry Lee out of it, but it's no good if you can't get the ball there. But South, you feel like just in terms of the contest and contested possessions, clearances, they're getting on top.
Bartlett up against Osborne, contrasting ruckman, Brennan. Just got a toe poke in the end. Sam Maris, first responder. Goes it back on the right boot to centre half forward, looking for Ollie Smith. Providing some support there was Maloney. And Jackson Couch, who's been dangerous, tries to keep it in, but he just runs out of line. And we'll have a boundary throw in about 70 out from the Roosters goal.
It's been really good, Jackson Coucher. He just lively. He's quick when it hits the ground.
Kind of playing that role that Jack Dye played the last few seasons.
Yes, that's the one.
So ball will be thrown in. Umpire Jeffries gives it a big hoik. Osborne did well. Here's Guthrie, under pressure with the kick, holding the ball. Herbert free kick. He's been damaging Marcus Herbert. Goes on that outer side towards the scoreboard, looking for Ryan Lucas. Probably wasn't his best kick. Here's Nicholson, feeds it to Fitzgerald. Here comes Ryan Lucas, inside forward 50. A number of Seagulls just awaiting, and Ali Fleming's one of those, and he'll take the mark. Looking for Jake Muir, finds him nicely on the corner of the 50-metre line. So 8.4.52 to 4.3.27. 25 points to the margin. Muir with a left foot kick. Rantel just sets himself nicely and takes a nice mark. A true centre wing.
Tell you what, I reckon the Monken Sun's heating up here in the second quarter is Herbert. What's he had? 14 in this second quarter? Do you reckon, boys?
He's had a lot.
He's lit it up in this second quarter. Oh, there's Bex again with a smother. Coming through was Jolie Maloney. Quick snap around the body. All of a sudden they're under pressure. Sitting under... Oh, that was friendly fire. That's nearly a mark. Oh, Bex will be... he's dropped probably the easiest mark of the day for Big Bexy. Good enough to go get
Convoy.
it. Handball to Convoy to Nicholson. Nicholson left foot snap. Goal. Ski. And the Roosters... They are turning it on. The Seagulls kicked the first 3 of the game. The Roosters have just gone bang. And they've kicked 8-1 since. 9-4-58 South. Port Fairy 4-3-27. Alan Blackburn, all thanks to SC Concrete. It is raining goals for the Roosters.
Yeah, too clean, too quick with the hands, too strong. Young Hamish Hobbs doing a good job, but he'll learn a lot in the ruck. He should have pulled back and made a contest for that ball coming down the line, but he'll learn. He's a work in progress, so he's a good kid.
You feel again, it's long. You know, they're coming long from the deep 50 to the top of the 50. They're coming long along the wings. Even get it to some grass. Try take it off the line, take it back, and then try and get it out the other side a little bit. But yeah, it's just almost playing a South's hand because you never got control of the ball, and then South are killing them when the ball hits the ground.
They've kicked 9 out of the last 10 goals, the Roosters. Bex has 5. Ball to be thrown up. Bex the nice tap down McCluggage. That was elite. He'll go inside forward 50. Convoy the target. Nice work there by Malone. He got the defensive punch over the boundary line.
Jeez, he's tried hard, hasn't he?
Dingo.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's been a good battle, him and Nico. Been a ripper.
Workhorse. Fit as they come. Joel Maloney been a good Hampden League player for a number of seasons. So Bartlett up against Osborne, and they'll do it right on the 50-metre line. 23.5 minutes gone in this second term. The Roosters strong around the contest. Their handball game's been great. Inside 50, Jackson Couch has to take on a couple. Fleming couldn't grasp the mark. Muir under pressure. Here comes Ollie Smith with the right foot check side. Just couldn't screw it around enough and just managed to find a score. So 9-59 to 4-3-27. 24 gone, Wigsy, and that's on the Jack League time clock.
Now let's see what Port Fairy can do. They'll probably go maybe short of the pocket and then along the boundary, which they're going to do, but they're not looking back the other side. They're not trying to get it. They're just again,
pretty one-dimensional at the moment. Hey, around the grounds, all thanks to Matt Calhire, boys. Big fist there from Osborne. Taran Morlake 8-6-54, right on the cusp of half-time. They lead the Bombers 2-4-16, so the Bloods are the real deal.
Good side.
They are the real deal, don't worry about that. So are the South Warrnambool Roosters. And Brennan now has gone to Herbert, so they're obviously trying to tighten things up a little bit there because he has been on fire in this second quarter. Bex uses the body well, gets the handball out. Herbert on cue. Nicholson gathers, going nowhere. What's that decision?
Hand to the chest, ball it up, Matt.
Let's ball it up.
Hey, boys, has Herbert had a rest his quarter under?
He went off before, mate, so he's been off once.
I think he needs to. He's pretty fit.
Yeah.
He's a running machine. Nicholson gets the handball back to O'Sullivan, who's been good in this second term as well. Folks is in there taking high. And umpire says no, we will have a ball up. So 25.5 minutes gone. The Crawley's Milk Bar, half-time catch up with Rookie coming up not too far away too. The netball of the week. Edmonds gets a quick kick out of the pack. Owen, that's Walker to Maris. Maris further afield. Kick was good and Conboy goes back, and this is his chance to kick his third in the second quarter.
Some some players are just are natural forwards. This guy's a natural forward. He just knows when to lead. He knows how to get on the end of someone's leg. And he's got some tricks which we probably haven't seen yet, but this is for his third.
Kick 5 for Hampden in the under-17 contest against Ballarat last year.
He's proving a handful at the moment for the Port Fairy defence, and he's been a beautiful kick so far too. Pulls this one across the face. Osborne flies, and Chrissy Waller, he's happy just to push the ball across. The Group 1 winning trainer. What do they do, Port Fairy boys? Because they haven't had it in their forward 50 much this quarter, have they?
Well, a couple of times, I think. So, I think we've spoken about it. Like, you've got to... it's just too hard to play. Just going long to a contest. Home and Troop marks it.
And they punch well and defend well, the Roosters, and they're great with their handball game. Tweedley up against Herbert. Oh, gee, that's nearly
deliberate.
Close. And a boundary throw-in will occur. So 27 gone. Nearly half-time. Sun is shining here at the Gardens Oval. Blackie's downstairs, all thanks to SC Concrete on the deck chair. He's got the feet out and the...
Maybe he's got the sunscreen on.
Absolutely. And the glasses. Handball comes out to Guthrie on his right boot. Awkward bounce for Harry Lee. Awkward bounce there for Hudson Owen. Coming through there was Troop. Gathered by Mitch Ryan. He tripped over Troop in the end. Trying to get it out, and we'll have a ball up on the attacking side of centre wing for the Port Fairy Seagulls.
Big boy, big Trooper. You wouldn't want to run into him, would you?
Yeah,
he hits the contest hard too. He likes the physicality.
Umpire missing up against Becks and Bartlett. Guthrie inside, forward 50. Troop was the target. Harry Lee's really worn him like a glove. Hudson Owen happy to concede. And we'll have a boundary throw in 40 out.
Need to get something happen this stoppage. See if they can create a bit of space. Get it to maybe a Guthrie or a Brennan on the move a little bit. Hit the scoreboard.
Trail by 33 points to Seagulls. They need something on the cusp of half-time just to spark them up somehow. Hobbs is in there. Becks is in there. He gets his kick away. Ball just gets forced forward. O'Sullivan, I think they just lost that one in the light. Swing around the body from Edmonds. Goes through the hands of Hobbs that time. Moham was good, but into the back, and the free kick will go to Rango. And that is Willie Rantel for the South Warrnambool Roosters. Is it a VFL list too, or a supplementary list? Willie?
Not sure.
So squares it up to a teammate there in Ryan Lucas, who goes out further afield to Lee. He's told to play on. Harry Lee. Far out of side. Owen. That's Hudson. Going out of bounds on the full. The resultant free kick will go to the Port Fairy Seagulls. Far out of side. They trail by 33 points. 29 minutes gone. Second quarter action here at the Gardens Oval, Port Fairy.
So ball into the hand of Mitch Ryan. 50 senior games this afternoon. And he just wants to get it in there. Rowan at the back. Falls into his hands. Checks eyes to an open goal square. Rowan kicks a goal. A much needed one for the Seagulls, because the Roosters had kicked the last 9 out of the last 10. And it brings them just a little bit closer to that half-time margin, which is 27 points. So probably well weighted. Some footy smarts there by Jason Noah. Just to...
Again, it was that long kick, which they might go, well, that worked. But most of the time it probably hasn't been. But again, it went over the back. Rowan, he's crafty around goals. But yeah, definitely the one, that's an understatement saying they needed that goal. But able to get a repeat entry. Harry Lee turned it over there. But they probably need another one like in the next minute if they keep them in touch.
Yeah, so the margin's back to 27 points here. Bartlett up against Becks. Jakey just kind of grabs that one out of the ruck. Strong tackle. That was from Fitzgerald. And there wouldn't be long to play in this second term, you would imagine.
Good crowd, boys. Great crowd.
It is, Blackie. And they're loving the beer on tap, the CUB products downstairs, aren't they?
Yeah, Dusty's into it.
Let him make sure he's on the mids.
Yeah, mid strength for Dusty.
He'll be fighting till the end of the day. The great man, Snorky McGorky. Coming through now. Good pick up there by Owen. That's Walker. High up and under. Ryan sits underneath it. Coming through there was Maloney. He was dispossessed. Taken without the football. Umpire says yes. Free kick will go to Sinnott. Willie Sinnott far out of side. He's told to play on now. Can't be long to play. Mohan's the target. Reading it well was Herbert. Going to come straight back. As soon as it's going to take a nice mark with the flight. He can square it up here. So plays out here. If they can get it out to the Wallers was one. So Bartlett goes short. That's to Edmonds. Lucas. He likes to play on quickly. Kicks it forward. Troops a target. Reading it off the bottom of the pack. Geez, that was good scouting in the end, and that was by Dwyer.
Felt like that was better. Just hit up that one. Bartlett lowers his eyes, hit up one to Edmonds, and then plays on, and that was better. Being able to string consecutive marks. Putting the times.
Ryan Lucas just awaiting. He'll go short. Finds Liam Mullen, the general, in that defensive half for the Roosters. Feeds it back to Ryan Lucas. He'll go short inside the centre square. Clean bowls Rhodes, coming out as Wallers. Couldn't pick it up, does on the second attempt. Here's Will Sinnott. Good couple of minutes for the youngster. And he finds Guthrie. So Guthrie plays on. Bit of a pitching wedge to half forward. They fly high. Couldn't take the mark. First to it's Dan Thornton. Coming to the side this afternoon. Some good body work from both the Roosters and the Seagulls. Will have a stoppage on that left half forward flank. So 32 gone. And it's a 26-point ball game to the South Warrnambool Roosters. 9-6-60, 5-4-34. 2 goals each to Rowan and Troop for the Seagulls. 5 to Shannon Beck's been a star in this first term. Ball just lingering around the boundary line. And it's half-time here at the Gardens Oval. Sunday football for the Hampden Football Netball League. It's the Roosters 26 points ahead. 9-6-60 to 5-4-34.
A good last probably 5 minutes for Paul Ferry. Obviously, Rowan was able to hit that goal. Hit the scoreboard. Just again, I think South probably didn't have a forward 50 entry, so they were able to at least stop the ball a little bit. Tried to control a little bit of possession. At the moment it's a 26-point lead to the Roosters. So Paul Ferry will go in reset. Probably first 10 minutes of the third quarter is going to be important.
This looks sharp, the Roosters. They're fit, they're quick around the contest, and they certainly, since the first kind of 7 or 8 minutes, for mine, they have dominated the contest. They lead by 26 points. Alan Blackbird, sun is shining, crowd is huge. What's it like down there, boundary side, buddy?
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful day. We're spoilt by the weather, but South look a bit cleaner, don't they? Better entries into their forward line, and Seagulls, they've tried hard, but just need to get better entries into their forward line.
Tell you what, half-time, 26-point lead to the Croydon Saints of South Warrnambool Roosters over the Port Fairy Seagulls. We're going to take a break on the other side. All thanks to Crawley's Milk Bar. Rookie catches up with the netballer of the week.
Hampden League live and exclusive on streamer for Badeness Rural, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, Warrnambool Kia, McDonald's and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sun gold.
Hi, it's John from Curie Health Service, Elder Care Support Program. We provide support by helping Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders people aged 50 plus get registered with My Aged Care. If you're having trouble navigating the confusing aged care sector, give us a call on 55 67 1270 and we can help guide you through the process. Curie Health, always here for Mob.
Need something welded or fabricated? See Warrnambool Sheet Metal. Commercial kitchens, benches, exhaust and new canopies, handrails, gates, mailboxes and toolboxes. There's not much Warrnambool Sheet Metal can't do. Braithwaite Street.
At Warrnambool Kia, there's only one thing we love to do more than watching the all-new Kia Tasman ads, and that's to get in and drive it ourselves. Test drive the all-new Kia Tasman now at Warrnambool Kia to see what all the hype's about.
Delicious meals, kids' playroom, function room, big screen TV, sports, live music, courtesy bus. Rafferty's Tavern has something for the whole family. Become a Hump member for special discounts at the Thirsty Camel drive-through bottle shop. Whatever the occasion, make it memorable at Rafferty's Tavern.
Getting a text back.
She texted back!
There's a McCafe drink for that. New drinks now at McCafe. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
We're up here maintaining the power lines that supply electricity to the network. Work that's essential as training is to perfecting your mark. Power core, essential as.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sun gold.
Hampden League Live on 3YB FM.
Another quarter of Hampden footy. The Power Core. From the first bounce to the final siren, Power Core backs Hampden League footy because local footy is essential as.
Enjoying our Sunday coverage of Hampden League Live. It is Lockie Rook here in the 3YB studio. Around the grounds, thanks to Matco Hire. The Terang Mortlake Bloods, 8-6-54 over the Cobden Bombers, 2-4-16 up at Cobden. And in our match of the day, South Warrnambool, 9-6-60 leading Port Fairy, 5-4-34. So the Roosters doing the job at half-time. And a Power Core Power Play score update in open netball going through the fixtures today. South Warrnambool getting the job done, 58 over Port Fairy 29, and Terang Mortlake 49, a 3-goal win which sees the Bloods 3-0 now to start the season over Cobden 46. And of course, a massive thanks to Power Core from the centre pass to the final whistle. Local netball, just like Power Core to the Great South Coast, is essential as. Let's get to the netball of the week.
Hampden League Live on 3YB FM.
Thanks to Crawley's Milk Bar Terang, this is the Hampden League Live Netballer of the Week.
Best chips and gravy in the southwest, bar none, at Crawley's Milk Bar, and they bring us the Hampden League Live Netballer of the Week. And during the week, lucky enough to catch up with premiership winning captain at the Croydon Saints and fresh off a win yesterday over the Warrnambool Blues. Layla Monk, got to sit down with Layla and I asked her, has she had a chance to reflect on that historic and huge 2025 Open Netball flag?
Definitely a lot of reflection through the celebrations last year. That's definitely one of the most ones. But yeah, it's just, I couldn't have kind of written the script any better rookie last year. Coming back through an injury and then, winning by a point in a premiership, it's kind of anyone's dream. So yeah, it was so special. But yeah. Great.
Take me through the injury too, because it was an ACL, correct me if I'm wrong, but
yeah.
How big of a physical and then also a mental hurdle was that to get back on the court over the last couple of years?
I think that's the main thing. I think it's a massive physical injury, but I think it's a mental game too, and I probably learned that the tough way sort of thing. Like it's a head thing, coming back each week, and I guess like even in those finals, it tweaked the ankle and just like a minor injury like that can just sit in your head a little bit wrong, just thinking about the long road you had coming back. But I think just the great support network I had around me at the time in the club, I was still very heavily involved, being the captain at the time, and Danza and just all the girls were really great. I was on the bench each week, and I definitely still felt a part of that team. And yeah, coming in halfway through last season, it was just a great ending to get through. We worked really hard and got through to the end, which was great.
And I think it shows the two best sides were in that grand final, you and, of course, South Warrnambool. What a battle it was, and really seesawing contest. What are your main memories of the grand final last year? Is there anything that stands out in the match?
I can't get over, I guess, how it was such a great game. We really turned it on for all the spectators. But I just can't get over just how proud I was of all our girls. Like, I just thought that we fought right to the end and just how young we were. But to be honest, I did sort of black out towards the end. I can't remember the last few minutes of the game. But I do remember the celebrations afterwards, that's for sure. But, it was, the feeling just when that buzzer went, just like looking around on the court and seeing, Indy O'Connor, Mol McLaren, Shelby, like you're kind of one of the oldest ones on the court. So it was just a lot of emotion on the court after the game finished. Just proud though, just proud and excited. That's the main thing I took away.
Take us through, I've been fast forward to the start of season 2026, the Good Friday clash, the traditional clash between Croydon and South Warrnambool. Apt that it was also a grand final rematch. Not the result that you girls wanted, and I suppose South naturally being on that revenge tour as well. They got the better of you girls. What did you take out of that first contest?
Yeah, look, Good Friday was really tough, Rookie. It was tough, but I think having a loss like that at the start of the season, it's not always a negative thing. Although it stung a bit and it was a bit like okay, we've got to really work here. I think what we've proved over the last 2 weeks is just okay. What do we need to do? What work do we need to put in? And I think we're really building on that. I think the last 2 matches have shown that. So just keep building from that. And losses like that, they teach you things. So I think just taking losses like that and what we can do next to improve our game.
And of course, you did flip the script with a 102-27 win over the Hamilton Kangaroos. No better way to jump on the winners list. But tell us about the star of that show, Becca Hicks, the new recruit to the Saints. What has she brought, not only on the court, Layla, but off the court as well? I believe she's doing a bit of coaching and stuff behind the scenes at the club.
Oh, yeah, mate. She's a gun. Trainings are definitely, for me, it's not very fun. I'm trying to play on her. But, again, off the court, she brings, I guess, because we are a very young side, she's had so much experience. So having someone like her on your team is just amazing. So she's been able to, take some trainings, take some, give us advice on and off the court. She's been even amazing for me, down the court when I'm playing on her, talking to the defenders of, this is what you guys, and just be giving us tips. So just that extra bit of, wisdom for an experienced player like Becca, and she's just a lot of fun and just a great role model to have at the club as well.
Yeah, an amazing pickup in Becca Hicks. You can't buy experience like that, Layla. Tell us about the club, the Croydon Saints themselves. They've had so much success over the years, but the Croydon town and the footy and netball club as well seems like such a tight-knit community. You've come to Croydon in the last few years. What have they been like for you?
Yeah, it's definitely the most favourite part of my week, a Thursday night and a Saturday out at the club. It's just such a close, tight-knit community, and it's definitely like a second home out there. So I just love it a heap, and I can't get enough of it, Ricky.
And tell us about, going back to the on-court stuff, Layla, a player that you reckon's going to break out for the Saints this year, obviously looking to go back-to-back. I know that, of course, is the main goal, but who's one to keep an eye on for the Saints in the open grade?
Yeah, that's a great question. Look, we've got a lot of depth in our open team and our squad even, so all your juniors are looking bright, but I can't go past at the moment Heidi Jones. I think that she is just, a great and a gun player. Plus, she brings a lot of leadership to the team too, just such a good role model for those younger girls to look up to as well. So I'm stoked to watch her season in the red, white and black.
Yeah, she was really impressive round one too. Oh, sorry, not round one. Good Friday against a very good South Warrnambool outfit. She really stood up for you girls, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. And I think that's always about the thing that I love most about Heidi. She's just a go-getter. She just fights right till the end and, you know, kind of sends that vibe onto everyone else on the court to keep fighting, and no matter what the score or the outcome. So I'm super excited to watch her this season.
We wish you all the best for the season, Layla. It's been fantastic to talk to you. You're a fantastic leader at that club, and I think the Saints will be right up there contending. Once again, of course, looking to go back-to-back in open netball. Congratulations on being a netballer of the week, and we appreciate you jumping on and having a chat. Good luck for the rest of the year.
Thanks so much, Rookie. See ya.
Premiership winning
Hampden League Live on 3YB. Hampden League Live and exclusive on streamer for Badeness Rural, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, Warrnambool Kia, McDonald's and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, loving everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sun gold.
If I want to buy that house, I'll need a conveyancer. I should get online and...
In 200 metres, take the third exit onto Liebig Street.
Southwest Conveyancing? But, oh, well, that makes sense.
Contact the Warrnambool or Portland office or southwestconveyancing.com.au.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Karamat Road, Warrnambool.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
Dr. Xavier McKinnon here from the locally owned and operated Hampden Vet Clinic. We're now in Warrnambool and ready to look after your farm animals and available 24/7 if you need us. Pregnancy testing, lame cows, calf disbudding, we do it all.
Hampden Vet. Give them a call. They're good at what they do.
We're up here maintaining the power lines that supply electricity to the network. Work that's essential as training is to perfecting your mark. Power core, essential as.
At Warrnambool Kia, there's only one thing we love to do more than watching the all-new Kia Tasman ads, and that's to get in and drive it ourselves. Test drive the all-new Kia Tasman now at Warrnambool Kia to see what all the hype's about.
Getting a text back.
She texted back!
There's a McCafe drink for that. New drinks now at McCafe. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You gotta get down to Ponting's, they're the expert crew, who are always here for you. It's where the locals go, and the tradies know. You gotta get down to Ponting's, we've got ya.
Hampden League Live on 3YB FM.
Another quarter of Hampden footy. The Power Core. From the first bounce to the final siren, Power Core backs Hampden League footy because local footy is essential as.
Yeah, powering up this third quarter is Power Core. Oh, I tell you what, the Roosters was a dominant first half for mine. 9-7-61, poor 3-5-4-34. They were good. They're quick around the contest for mine, Bruce.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of probably the way they've coached in terms of ball movement, but also probably clientele. Like you go through their side, and I think we said it before the game, mate, where there are lots of teenagers and guys in their early 20s, so that they're quick on their feet and they can keep the ball moving. And then they back in their skills, so their method of into their forward line, I don't reckon they bombed it once. It was interesting what Mac Peterson was saying before the game with Sam Dobson not playing. You had no choice but to... So sometimes, and again, it's great having your focal points, but sometimes they can actually be a
hindrance more than
absolutely.
A benefit, yeah.
So you just get tunnel vision. Okay, we'll just bail out and kick it. So sometimes they're not there. It actually can make you better. But again, you'd think South will just continue to go on with it. I just don't know if Port Fairy leg speed wise and have got the ability to be able to defend South Warrnambool. So. Look, they'll keep trying, Port Fairy, but look, obviously the coach looks like he's done. So, but yeah, first 10 minutes will probably tell the story.
The handball game was good. Just that quick movement of handball, as you said, just allowed those young ones to run and carry, and then obviously get some good focal targets. You know, Conboy looks strong on the lead. Nicholson, Becks. You know, just work so hard.
Yeah, when it's coming in, and particularly from the corridor, if it's coming in from the corridor, coming in from the open side, then you've got that space to lead into.
So it looks like they're not going to change too much to these lineups. I've been impressed with Herbert, boys.
He's a Rolls Royce, isn't he? Just keeps moving.
Remiss of me too. Armbands being worn by the Roosters today. The passing of Chris Cole too. Very sad news, of course. Chris was the brother to Michael and Nigel, and just a good fella, Chris. And Jane and James and the whole family. Thoughts are certainly with everybody, that is for sure, and the McNeils and all that kind of stuff. As third quarter action gets underway, and Herbert gets his hand straight on it. Taken high there was Owen. Umpire said, yes, I'll pay that one. That's little Daniel Misson, who's had a big pre-season by the looks of it, Hilly.
So free kick to Walker Owen. He'll go laterally. He finds Ryan Lucas. I liked his game, Ryan Lucas. Gives him plenty of drive off half back, and he's a beautiful user of the footy, as evident there. The kick towards Fitzgerald was just a little bit short. Tweedley put on some heat, but Fitzgerald was good enough to get it. Approaching the football there was Ollie Smith, who's been really tenacious around the contest. He's done a lot of nice in and under things, Ollie Smith. And the ball's punched over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in right in front of that national tile scoreboard, the half-time scoreboard, which says South Warrnambool 9-7-61, 5-4-34 Port Fairy. And Barwick in the ruck, tried to get the little tap down. Herbert spins around and got it on the boot. Smith presents for the Roosters. In there is Lucas Edmonds. Joshy Folkes up the ground. Oh, Herbert again finds Osborne. Goes and shapes the ball inside the centre square. Jackson Couch has been equally as dangerous. Losing it, there was Walker Owen. Good set of hands there. To Mason Osborne. Kicks it into the direction of Hudson Owen, and Owen takes a nice mark. He'll go the short kick. Finds Jackson Couch. Had it, then lost it, but good enough to recover. He's got a good burst of speed. Walker Owen handballs. Now it gets into the hands of Hudson Owen. Inside 50. Great kick to Conboy. Just couldn't take the mark in the end. Roved nicely there by Smith. Here's the Seagulls with numbers, and they get it through to Guthrie, and Guthrie's got to be clean by foot.
Just dispossessed. It was good pressure in the end. That's Walker Owen. Becks goes back to McCluggage, to O'Sullivan from the pocket, and he's kicked that one straight out of bounds and on the full.
Guthrie looks like he hasn't played for a year a little bit. He's can get in the ball, but
been pushed on the right side a lot. He's a left footer, hasn't been able to get a left foot kick.
But even his left foot kicks, I reckon his efficiency's probably not overly great. So yeah, he'll be better, you'd think, as every game goes on.
I thought his first quarter was good on Herbert.
Yeah.
Like I think he nullified him a bit. He was playing him obviously pretty tight. So. And Herbert obviously got hold of him, I thought, in the second quarter. A little chip kick now for the Seagulls, far out of side. That's Edmonds. Lucas goes further afield. Rowan playing up the ground. Did it come off his boot? Yes, it did. Right in front of our filming crew over there. They do a great job, Logan Kelly and the team. So Walker Owen's got the ball. Kicks in ball, looking for his brother. Puts him under a little bit of pressure, to be honest. Troops there. He coughs it up. Roosters through McCluggage now, streaming through the centre of the Gardens Oval. Nicholson Used his body well. Getting back though was Maloney. Nicholson wrapped up. That's a throw. But the umpire had his back to it.
That's a good goal.
And that was a good goal by Ollie Smith. And it was a little handout. It was like a little forward pass.
Was that
there.
Couch, mate? I think it
Might have been Couch, wasn't it? It was just like a little forward hand pass, Blackie, wasn't it, downstairs, all thanks to Seed Concrete.
Yeah, I think you're right, mate, but he's on the blind side of the umpire, and I think Jackson Cash does a good snap. Matty Sully's going forward for the Seagulls, but they just got to get it down there, boys.
That was, again, Port Fairy just played pretty much one lane from one end of the ground to the other. South, as soon as they got it looked inboard, they missed the kick. But just if you hit it, and it obviously been the other side of the ground. So
10-7-67 the Roosters, 5-4-34 Seagulls.
Oh, McCluggage has been good. Look at him go. Here he goes on the right boot, spears the pass into the direction of Nicholson. It goes out wide. And Nicholson happy to see it over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in. But I'll tell you what, getting a good jump at it, Osborne, and his midfielders are reading it accordingly.
Yep, absolutely. They're getting first use.
So half forward line, right half forward. South Warrnambool kicking to the Port Fairy town end in this third term. Brought to you by Powercore. Powercore like local football and netball. Central as. Front position, Bartlett. In there is Sinnott, tried to get the handball out to Edmonds, picking it up there and taken high, but just blindsided there. The umpire was Guthrie. And we'll have a throw up right on the 50-metre line. So a good start for the Roosters in this third term. They've kicked a goal, 10-7-67 to 5-4-34. Umpire Lockheed throws it up. Great tap there by Osborne, looking for a teammate to run onto it in O'Sullivan. Jakey Muir takes the footy for the Seagulls. Goes over the top to Mitchie Ryan. Will it bounce favourably? No, it won't. Fitzgerald's there to assist. A good tackle there on his opponent. Ball comes loose to Herbert. He's wrapped up, not going anywhere. And on that outer side position where it's sort of between wing and half forward, we'll have another stoppage.
Geez, a few of the boys around the bar there looking dangerous too down there, Blackie. Just keep your wits about you, mate, because there's a few dangerous looking characters down there.
A couple of sharps and Dusty McCorkle. He's dreaming.
Yeah, bad news.
I think he's on the heavy.
Is that Howard?
I can see Varney, McCluskey, Shane Lewis.
Ashley Crowe.
Crowe, Ealsey. Gee whiz, they're all down there. Big Damo from Sportsbet.
Caleb Lewis from the Vic Hotel, Port Fairy.
They're enjoying this, the beer's on tap at the moment. Lee McCluskey's gone down to get us a couple of drinks too. Boys, I just shot the text down, so he's the drinks runner for us today.
Leroy.
Keck's gone the far out side, and Jakey Bartlett takes a mark, looking for 50. Not going to get it. Jakey goes back to Sinnott. That's Will. Had a really good back half of the second quarter, Will Sinnott. Kick in ball. Good kick to Sully. It was good. Goes inboard now to Bartlett. This is better. Good build up here. Next kick's going to be important. Oh, the big fella. He's put it down, but going in to get it again was Sinnott. Little chip kick. Oh, getting back there. The Roosters' defence being good. Edmonds swings onto the right boot. Shot on goal. Misses everything.
That was better, though. At least they're making some type of effort to lower their eyes, change angle. Bartlett there, though, he got in the corridor and he's looking back the skinny side. He needs to at least check this side of the ground.
I love it. Poor old Lee McCluskey. He's got this random text from Maddie. Can you get a bottle of water? Oh, I love it. The kick in there to Hobbs. He jumped high, couldn't grasp it in the end, and the ball goes over the boundary line. Well, the boundary throw in 68 from the Seagulls goal. So if they can have a couple of passages of play there and orchestrate some scores, gives them a sniff.
Yeah, you'd think that probably the half-time message might have been, we've got to use the ball a little bit better.
So Bartlett did the tap down. Harry Lee got in the way. Beck's taken off the football. Here's Guthrie. Geez, they've done him well. Guthrie, just the way they're playing him, making sure he goes on the right side. Under pressure with the kick there was Sully. Goes deep in towards the pocket, and the ball trickles over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in.
I feel like stoppages have evened up a little bit. It felt like South with those contested clearances. They were really on top particularly in most of the second quarter, but early stages of the third. It's probably
Bit of a
things a bit-
50-50.
Yeah, absolutely.
Blakey, let's go to you. All thanks to SC Concrete on the boundary.
Yeah, mate, the raffle winner is ticket number 06225. So anyone got that number 06225?
Beautiful work there.
Is that you, Stewie? You got that?
I'm back, mate.
Here go the Seagulls. Cooper Edmonds goes for a big kick out to try and centre the football, but goes out of bounds, and we'll have a free kick to the Roosters. So 10-7-67 to 5-5-35. 32 points the margin. 8 minutes gone. It's not insurmountable, the lead, but they just need to get some good passages of play going here, the Seagulls. Ball comes into the hands of Lenihan. He'll run off half back and he'll go down the line. Not his best, only as far as Jace Rowan. So what can the Seagulls do here? He can go short to Tweedle if he wants to. No, he's going to go a little bit longer. The target will be Troop. Jumps at it. Numbers favouring the Roosters. Geez, McCluggage just played a good game. Gets it to O'Sullivan. He'll go long down the line. Sinnott up against Steele. He jumps at it. Down the ground to assist was Rowan. Handball a little bit errant. Jumping onto there is Herbert. Steele tries to feed it out, but he's just wrapped up, not going anywhere. And we'll have a throw up between wing and half forward, favouring the Roosters' end.
I like Will Sinnott, boys. He's got a bit of ability, hasn't
he has.
Here's big Jakey Barley, goes back to Joel Maloney. Handballs into space. Running onto the football, there was Guthrie. Keeps it in, did he? Oh, didn't think he did, but anyway, bouncing ball. Owen, happy just to see the ball go over the boundary line. No Coke downstairs, boys, no Coke. So Lee just got the water, just the one bottle of water too. I'll apologise. Happy to share.
We're dying of thirst up here. It's quite hot in here too, Stewie.
We can't get the window open either, which is next level kind of stuff. There's that man Sinnott again. Coming through is Ollie Smith, good to Couch. Couch now, right foot kick. It's going to be a foot race. This is where Nicholson can get you. Coming out though there with the permed hair was Matty.
Stewie, they got Troop and Sully deep, both deep. Like, it's good in theory, but you feel like you at least need
Sully's
one of them
half
up.
forward.
Yeah, up higher.
Yeah, and you can see Troopy moving forward now, Wiggs. He's going to be that quick kick out. And Hobbs is also here as well, so I like Hobbs taking the centre bounce, and then Bartlett comes in and does the ruck work around the ground. That seems to be the play. There he goes, Joshy Folks, over the top, handball, Rhodes on the end of it. Did it swing back enough? They like it, the Roosters, and so's the goal umpire. And it is raining goals for South Warrnambool. They go to 11-7, 73 on the National Tile scoreboard. They lead Port Fairy 5-5-33. They are doing it easy.
Yeah, look, they are. The problem with that, I suppose, mate, is if Hamish Hobbs is only in there to take centre bounce and then around the ground, you're probably better off going, okay, well, we just need to do, like, have play Jake Bartlett. So you might go maybe they're top heavy, but yeah, South just again a little bit cleaner. Port Fairy are battling hard and trying hard just through effort, but yeah,
Goals are just a bit easier, aren't they, for the Roosters?
They are.
So Hobbs back in the ruck. He'll take on Osborne. I've loved the game of Osborne. I think he's going to be an emerging ruckman. Good spring, the old basketball spring. Got the tap down on that time. Smith has been dangerous. Gets it to Fitzgerald. They've worked beautifully together. Goes towards half forward. Oh, well done, Miles McCluggage. 40 on the run from Miles, and he splits the centre. Easy as that from Miles McCluggage. That gives them their 12th. 12-7, 79 to 5-5-35. Blackers, good footy from Miles.
Oh, clean, wasn't it? Clean, just beautiful play from, was it Ollie Smith coming through there? Great play, a lot cleaner, a lot quicker, and just too good at the moment.
That was very easy, Wicks, wasn't it? In the end, that was
it was that
training drill.
Yeah, it was that overcommitment from Miles McCluggy's opponent. Then probably just going to mark it, just make him go back behind the mark, and went for the intercept, overran it. So, but yeah, out of the middle. Yeah, you're right. The young kid Smith, there's another good one.
Geez, that's good rack work that time by Osborne. Straight down to Rhodes.
Yep.
Nicholson on the end of it, gets the handball further afield to Maris. Maris from 50. Goes in, ball. There's another one. And there it is. That is goal number 3 for Conboy on debut. And Sammy goes bang. And Grandpa Johnny Walsh will be up and about if he's watching here today, or he might even be tuning in on the live stream And so they should be, because this has been a nice little debut from Sammy Conboy. You wrapped him up before the game, Wiggs, and he has delivered on the big stage.
Like I said, I remember, and he's got him probably from marks. He's really clever with ball on the ground, but you wonder how long Sully can stay locked down in the forward line. It's what are we? 13 minutes in the third quarter, and South will keep running. They'll keep running, and
well, they got leg speed, haven't they?
Here we go. What's the spring of Osborne? Not this time around. Bartlett with the second effort feeds the handball forward, looking for Edmonds. Rode the bump. Maris coming through off the wing, wrapped up by Sinnott. And we'll have a stoppage inside the centre square. So it's out to a 50-point margin in favour of the Roosters. 13-7-85 to 5-5-35. They kicked 3 in this third term. The handball game's been great from the South Warrnambool Roosters. Here comes Sammy Rhodes. Goes over the top laterally and finds Tommy Fitzgerald. So Fitzgerald, he'll go to centre half forward. Nicholson one-on-one. Oh, he nearly grabbed it with one hand. He good enough to recover. Goes over the top to Ollie Smith. Sam Rhodes feeds the handball out. Tommy Fitzgerald inside 50. Beautiful pass to Shannon Becks.
They're killing him at the moment.
It's been good, Fitzgerald, on the first time I've seen him being good on the far side.
Come from the Dogs, Deddington.
Has given him some good rebound. So Shannon, can he get half a dozen? He's had a super game. He was dominant in that first half. Everything he touched was sort of turned into gold, really. So Shannon Becks, it's a tightish kick, 40 metres out, 45-degree angle. He comes in, distance won't be a problem. Jumping out of there, and McCluggey just pulled out an absolute gem. A Peterborough Bridgestone mark of the day contender rode that beautifully, Miles McCluggage, and he'll kick his second in this third term, and he goes bang like that. And well, the Roosters, they just keep on steamrolling ahead.
That was reminiscent of the dad, actually. Sammy was not bad at floating in from the side. He was good at a lot of things. It's sort of it's threatening to get a little bit ugly here.
We're only halfway through the third quarter, aren't we?
Yeah. But gee, you're right with Osborne. I called him Smith before, but yeah, Mason Osborne. Gee, he gives them first use in the ruck. Looks like Sully's gone in the middle now. But probably Horse has bolted a little bit. Hilly, I'll be interested, your best, because Becks first half was dominant, and Herbert's sort of been, it'll be interesting when we all pick in the 3-2-1 bit later.
Not me.
Osborne again with a big leap over the top of Bartlett. Goes and gets it too. Handball goes out to Folkes. Around the grounds, all thanks to Matt Cohire. Terrain Morlake 9-9-63. Cobden Bombers 4-7-31. That's the other game on today. And the ball goes out of bounds deep in that forward pocket. It's 5-5-35 Paul Ferry, 14-7-91. That is the South Warrnambool Roosters national title scoreboard.
Boundary umpires are long. He's still getting there.
He's had a big pre-season, the big fella, and he's worked hard and feverishly to get down there. Tell you what, he nearly needs a blow too. He's trying to just calm things down, thinking, right, I'll have a breather now. He doesn't want the ball to move quick. Good heave though, he's heaved it in. Radush Mohan off the top of the pack. Rantel's there as well, gets it to Herbert. Herbert kicks out into space. Bouncing football. Will it stay in? McCluggage gathers. Geez, he's had some sort of third quarter.
Well, he'd be coming into the votes, I reckon, as well.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been terrific. McCluggage. Sam Rhodes has been good. I like the game of Ollie Smith. Just sort of been unheralded, really.
Yeah, he's under 23, yes. Is he?
Yep.
Really? Yep.
He's kind of forgotten about last year, wasn't he?
That went through 2 sets of legs.
Here he goes on cue. Ollie Smith gets the little kick away. Only as far as Ryan. There's Lucas Edmonds. He kicks out to space. Nice kick. Good kick. Play on now. Left foot. Down the line. Osborne with that big leap once again. Handball over the top, that time by Tweedley to Rowan. Rowan from a little banana in the pocket. Gee whiz.
Wow.
Tuss on the line, and umpire Nicole Lake. Gee, she was in the perfect spot there. She was absolutely perfect. And she saw that ball get touched, Blackie.
That was the AFL. That would be a goal review, but
Rowan's already done one good one like that, hasn't he? And
he has.
I think the top three are pretty set, aren't they, at this stage, I reckon?
Who's North Warrnambool, South Warrnambool and Koroit, Blackie, are we talking about? Or?
Best on ground.
Right, mate, we'll go through them then.
Yeah, we'll have to be Bex, Herbert and McCluggage, wouldn't it, I reckon?
Right on cue.
There'll be someone from South that will just
sneak
under the radar.
Big Shannon Bex. I reckon Couch has been pretty solid too. He's
Willem O'Sullivan's had a good
yes,
game.
Yes,
he was the other one.
Yeah.
Been good. Couch.
Yes. There's Mullen, the boy from Bacchus Marsh. He goes back inboard. Kick, just missed the target. Rhodes is good enough to get
well
it.
done.
Goes back that time to Lenehan. Little worm burner. Bouncing football. Good gather there by Kelby Fleming. Kicked to no one really in particular. Didn't have much down there. Rhodes gathers again. Bouncing football. Good play that time by Mitchy Ryan in game number 50. Handball comes up. Got really dark here all of a sudden at the Gardens Oval, Port Fairy. It's not dark for the Roosters because they are absolutely smoking at the moment. 14-7-91, Port Fairy 5-6-36, National Tail scoreboard. League contracting time clock ticked over 19 minutes, Hilly.
Yeah, certainly has. And this third term brought to you by Power Core, Essential As. So Jakey Bartlett just trying to bash through a few, but he's been told, no, you've held the ball too long. Holding the ball. Herbert dispossessed.
That's a head clash too. They're not happy with that. That was just in play though, boys. There was nothing in it. It was.
I don't know why they're going at Marcus. He was the one who got tackled.
He was the one who got tackled. I think he's a bit shook by it too. He's just walking it off. Free kick's going to go though to is it?
Little
Tweedley. So Xavier Tweedley. He'll go short. Kick's not his best. Still looks a bit sore, a bit hobbly too on that ankle. Over to Rhodes. Rhodes to O'Sullivan. Long kick. Mason Osborne all by himself takes the easiest of chest marks. And he'll go around the body and try and kick his first goal of the afternoon. The big ruckman who's had a very good day in that centre circle.
Tell you, good sign of ruckman that can go forward. And again, we haven't seen him forward a lot, but can go forward and clunk him.
Just having a look at Tommy Sell down there in front of Blackie on the boundary. He's got a bit of the Johnny Holmes look about him at the moment. So he hasn't even.
Here's Osborne, and Mason Osborne has kicked it beautiful.
Touched.
Oh no, he's touched it. It would have been a goal had not it been touched. And young Tweedley coming off.
Yeah, he doesn't look too good, the lad.
That was a good tackle. He blindsided Marcus Herbert. He didn't see him coming, but well done to the young fella.
So the ball into the hands of Jake Muir. He'll go long down the line. The target's going to be Troop. Good defensive work there by Thornton. Here's Beck. Handball's Herbert to O'Sullivan. Kick inside forward 50 once again. They jump at it. Osborne flies. Couldn't bring it down. Muir trying to keep it alive. Did really well. And here they go. The Seagulls, I should say, but only as far as Beck's. They've just got that nice wall built across half forward, South Warrnambool. So Shannon Beck's had plenty of it. Just kicked 5.
The ball goes into the forward 50 there for the Roosters. I said a couple of text messages.
He's lost it in the...
Here goes big Jakey Bartlett. He goes inboards to Edmonds. Edmonds now kicks further afield. Troop goes up. Bottom of the pack was Guthrie, wrapped up in a strong tackle. Too high, says Misso. And the resultant free kick will go to the Seagulls and Eric Guthrie, who's got play streaming past. One of them's Matty Sully. Big Sags, he goes bang. Left foot. Rowan flies at the back. 10 years ago, he would have sat on his head.
He would have.
Roving and scouting there, he goes and gets it again. Bouncing football, but the ball goes out of bounds, and we'll have a ball up right in the deep forward 50. Port Fairy 5-6-36, 14-8-92 Roosters. What do the Seagulls need to finish this contest? Well,
try and lock this in. Get a repeat stoppage or repeat entry. you felt like in the first probably 10 minutes, so probably a bit longer the quarter, they were good. They were just making it into the contest, but then South just running power, just were getting on top without number.
Just their cleanliness around the forward 52. Here they go through Sully, trying to barge through.
On the ball.
He tried hard, but he just couldn't get that hand out. And a free kick's going to go to the Roosters. It'll go to Dan Thornton.
Not an easy man to tackle.
No, big man. So Lee, short kick, finds McCluggage.
He's had a good third quarter, boys.
Miles, good player. Geez, you'd think he'd be close to getting the kick back at Werribee.
So, boys, you put Archie Stevens into this side, Lamont Lawal, Will White,
Saunders.
Who else am I missing? Jay Rantel, Fair Income. Who beats him? Wiggs?
I don't know, but like, again, you might be saying Trang Mortlake, you could be saying North Warrnambool, but gee, you look at it and go, it's quality.
Who misses out? That's the big thing, isn't it?
Harry Lee, he'll go use the corridor, intercept mark, nicely taken by Hamish Hobbs. So 14-8-92 to 5-6-36. Been a great quarter by the Roosters. They've kicked 4. Hobbs goes inside, forward 50. Mohan judges it nicely. Radouche gives it to Darcy Troop, plays on and kicks his third. That was smart by Mohan. He was on the ground, Troop running, and they get their first this third term, Port Fairy. 6-6-42 to 14-8-92, 50 points the margin, much needed goal.
Yeah, probably haven't been up. They haven't taken many marks inside their forward 50. It was. They took a few. They took a few in the first quarter, but not a lot since then. But good mark, and then I don't know if Troop was really expecting it, but good handball and good finish. So hopefully they can fight out the quarter, and then maybe look at winning the last.
There's a good mark going back with a flight, young Radouche Mohan. He had to put himself into harm's way. He didn't shirk the issue and then give the handball off. And Big Troop's been good for Paul Ferry. He's kicked 3. He's presented. He goes Guthrie. So a centre clearance again. Hobbs is going to come out. Rantel wins the foot race back. He gathers. Goes back there to McCluggage, who squares it up. Beautiful kick to O'Sullivan, who's had a really good game. That was a mark for mine, but umpire said play on. And the ball goes out of bounds right in front of us here on the Gardens Oval wing at Port Fairy. And the bar downstairs is absolutely chock-a-block. It's good to see Big Peter Hobbs too, wasn't he? Hampden League legend, Wiggsy.
He was, yeah. And he's obviously height runs in the family because his boys are tall as well.
Here comes Matty Sully off the contest, kicks towards half forward. Fitzgerald and Rantel. Rantel reads it nicely. He go to that outer side wing, just puts it out on the 45, looking for Fitzgerald. Chasing him down was Bailey to wire. Did pretty well in the end, make him hurry the kick, but only as far as Maris. So Maris on that outer side wing. 26 almost ticked over here in this third term. Good pass.
Great kick.
Finds Mason Osborne, who I'm just getting more and more impressed with as the game has got on. And a nice kick there to the Roosters as well. And I reckon that might be Maris again, is it? Rhodes? They look similar. Rhodes. Might be Rhodes. Spearing pass inside 50, but chopped off there by Kelby Fleming.
Might have been Ollie Smith too.
No, he's got the headband Ollie Smith. Here comes Joel Maloney.
Steele, was it, or Max Steele?
There was too. And the ball will just roll and roll and roll over the boundary line.
It's dark.
It's very dark, Wiggsy. It's got very dark all of a sudden. And our man downstairs, Alan Blackburn, it's kind of got a little bit of a feel there might be a little bit of rain around Blackie. Is that what it's looking like?
Whack the lights on at 3/4 time, I'd say, boys.
Yeah, I reckon for sure. They might be saving a bit of kangaroo over here. The Gardens Oval this afternoon. Matty Sully just barging through. Handball comes out though. Roosters got plenty of numbers. McCluggage, he has had a third quarter for the ages. Beautiful kick. And that's Ryan Lucas to Harry Lee. Lee goes further afield. Good use of the body. No, it was a push out. Joel Maloney, the veteran. How old's Dingo, Wiggsy?
I'm guessing mid-30s.
Mid to late 30s.
Yeah.
Good effort to be still playing this level at that age.
Guthrie takes the mark. He'll go long down the ground. Osborne front position. Coming through there was Troop. And the ball goes over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw-in 14,892 to 6642. It's 50 points the margin. Third term nearing the end here at the Gardens Oval. Sunday football. And players in position to resume. Umpire Jeffries gives it a nice big throw in. Here comes Guthrie. Oh, McCluggage again. Just absolute class. Shields off to Wire, spins around, goes on the right boot, gets some height to the kick. Look, Bex, and Bex wins out. Handballs, old Rhodes just wasn't the right one in the end. Coming through was Brennan. Gathered there by Guthrie, taken without it. That's going to be Jaden Brennan, the assistant coach for the Seagulls. Free kick, or it'll be Guthrie. Brennan. So he's tried hard, Jaden Brennan. Goes in the corridor. Bartlett's the target. He flies. Second bite of the cherry, no. Mohan at his toes. Free kick, Port Fairy. Advantage pay.
Go Radouche.
So Radouche is going to go to centre half forward. Through the legs of Sully. Here's Guthrie. Paddles it forward. He's been held on to, and Guthrie will have a set shot at goal for the Seagulls to try and give him 2 in a row. Play on. No, they're going to bring it back. It was a goal, a nice one taken by Edmonds, but they're going to go back behind the mark. And Eric Guthrie, who has tried hard all day, Wiggs, just
he's got
they've played him well at the same time, the Roosters.
Yeah, he's got a lot of the footy. That was good then, Jaden Brennan. Like, he's instead of kicking 50 metres just straight down the line, he kicked it 50 metres to a one-on-one, but Bartlett was the one, and it just to a bit of space. So, and then they were able to. Radouche got the ball and able to spot up Guthrie. So yeah, just got to keep trying things.
So Guthrie will kick from about 48 metres out. He's a beautiful disposal of the football. Has he got the distance? Comes in. It looks pretty good off the boot. It is a beautiful goal. A Peterbilt Bridgestone goal of the day contender. And another for the Seagulls. They go to 7-6-48. They trim the margin back to 34 points, 14-8-92. And that's on the national tile scoreboard.
I don't know whether Swisher Bell needs those sunnies on anymore, Wiggsy. You've taken yours off, big fellas, to run up.
No, it's very dark, mate.
It's time to get them off now, Swish.
Yep. Damien Sally's obviously got the job of talking to the players as they come off the ground here, so having a good chat to Radouche. But last few minutes to keep the last 2, have they, the Seagulls?
They have. So Roosters now looking for another centre clearance. That's McCluggage again, I reckon, driven into the ground. He has had a third quarter like Herbert's second quarter. So the votes for the Matthews Petroleum and the Pit Stop Menswear MVP and Warrnambool Travel 3, 2 and 1 is going to be very interesting, Wiggsy, when you pick it later on. There's Fitzgerald. Said earlier he's a grandson of the great Joey Fitzgerald. Guthrie just barrels one. Long and strong. Troop used his body. It's a foot race. Wheedling's there as well. Troop gets it. Just happy to see the ball go out of bounds. And run the clock. It is 3-quarter time. And it was another quarter dominated by the South Warrnambool Roosters, 14-8-92. They lead the Seagulls 7-6-48. National tile scoreboard. Wiggsy, they were very, very good once again, the Roosters, in that third term.
Yeah, look, they were. The first probably 25 minutes they dominated off the back of clearances. Like Mason Osborne was giving them first use in the middle. Miles McCluggage had a really, really good quarter. I think Conboy kicked his third. They were able to find some different avenues to goal, and it was all sort of going South Warrnambool's way. And yeah, look, probably the last 6 or 7 minutes, Sully went onto the ball and just sort of things tended to change a little bit. But yeah, they were able to play Port Fairy were able to play the game in their front half a little bit, get some repeat entries. And yeah, able to hit the scoreboard a couple of times late. So look, you know, and you're thinking with your best players. Again, we've spoken about Marcus Herbert, not as prolific in that quarter. Shannon Becks has kicked 5. Yeah, he's kicked 5. The other one probably Port Fairy. I think Guthrie's he's probably had a lot of it. Like, he would have, I reckon he'd be getting probably low 20s now. So And yeah, as I mentioned, I feel like he's going to get better as the game goes on. But I think at three-quarter time, Port Fairy will be able to let's try and win the quarter. And I think Daniel Nicholson would be saying, okay, let's really run it out, keep playing the way we want to play. I think they'd feel like they've got the pace advantage, the skill advantage over the Seagulls, so try and finish them off.
Lights are on here at the Gardens Oval, Port Fairy. Blackie, you are absolutely spot on. Let's go around the grounds. All thanks to Matt Cohire. And it's 5 minutes into the final quarter. 9-9-63 to Rand Mortlake. Cobden 6-7-43. So the Bombers have kicked the last couple, so they are coming. There'll still be 20 minutes to play at least in that other game in Hampden League Live. Let's take a break. We'll come back with final quarter action on the other side of this.
Hampden League Live and exclusive on streamer for Badeness Rural, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, Warrnambool Kia, McDonald's and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
At Warrnambool Kia, there's only one thing we love to do more than watching the all-new Kia Tasman ads, and that's to get in and drive it ourselves. Test drive the all-new Kia Tasman now at Warrnambool Kia to see what all the hype's about.
Some people say there's more to life than drinks. I guess they haven't tried these ones. The delicious new range at McCafe. There's a drink for that. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
Hi, it's John from Curie Health Service, Elder Care Support Program. We provide support by helping Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders people aged 50 plus get registered with My Aged Care. If you're having trouble navigating the confusing aged care sector, give us a call on 55 67 1270 and we can help guide you through the process. Curie Health, always here for mob.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, love and everything you see, the sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top, welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sun gold.
The Flying Horse is more than just a pub. It's the perfect spot to kick back with friends or family. Indulge in a delicious meal from Ember's wood-fired kitchen. Celebrate in one of their multiple function rooms. Catch up with mates in the sports bar or TAB. Grab a slab from their Bottle Mart bottle shop. There's even a courtesy bus. Plus, don't forget their drive-through bottle shop brewing Piccolo coffee. For the perfect venue, it's gotta be the Flying Horse. Of course!
We're up here maintaining the power lines that supply electricity to the network. Work that's essentialist training is to perfecting your mark. Power core, essential as.
Getting a text back.
She texted back!
There's a McCafe drink for that. New drinks now at McCafe. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At Warrnambool Kia, there's only one thing we love to do more than watching the all-new Kia Tasman ads, and that's to get in and drive it ourselves. Test drive the all-new Kia Tasman now at Warrnambool Kia to see what all the hype's about.
Hampden League Live on 3YB FM.
Another quarter of Hampden footy for Power Core. From the first bounce to the final siren, Power Core backs Hampden League footy because local footy is essential as.
You wouldn't believe it. Rain is tumbling here at the Guards Oval Paul Ferry to start this third quarter. Our man Alan Blackburn, he has gone ducky for cover. He said, I've had enough of this. I'm coming upstairs with you boys because it is teeming down. The lights are on, and where'd this come from?
No idea. Half an hour ago it was sunshine.
That's ruined the carnival atmosphere out the front here on the hill, boys. Everyone's
just come from nowhere. Osborne goes up, he wins the first tap down, but he's going to get the centre clearance through Sully for the Port Fairy Seagulls. First foray forward. Coming out there was Brennan, wrapped up in a strong tackle, and he's going nowhere. So a slippery pill to start this final quarter, and there's a little bit in it too. It's heavy enough. It's Sully. Scouts it off the pack. Geez, that's a good goal. Lucas Brothers snag of the day. Peter Bosch Bridgestone, highlight of the day. And they've moved him into the ruck rover position, I reckon, to start this final quarter. And Big Matty Sully, he's been a good player for a long time, Wiggs.
Yeah, look, probably if they had their time again, they probably would have moved him probably at the start of the third quarter when South kicked those goals in a row. But he's in hindsight, but yeah, he has been. So expect that someone will start to get to him. But yeah, they're not going to, you wouldn't think, unless it's America, they're not going to win the game. But that's a really good way to start the last quarter.
Absolutely. 28 points the margin. So ball back in the centre. Hobbs up against Mason Osborne. Two youngsters going toe-to-toe in the ruck. Couple of big jumpers. Guthrie, Edmonds gets the clearing kick. Goes inside. 50, Mohan. Ball comes out the back. Troops there. Up against Harry Lee. Defending resolutely. And he holds things up. Harry Lee will have a stoppage inside forward 50 for the Seagulls.
Is that 38 or 28? I think
28.
No, isn't that
38? 38, is it? Yeah, it is too.
Sorry, mate, just...
No, that's all right. Testing the maths.
No rain here. It was meant to be no rain at all. This has come from nowhere, not even on the radar, boys.
So a nice mark taken by Hobbs just outside the 50 zone. He's going to go long inside the 50. They jump at it high. Good bit of work there by the Roosters with the defensive punch. Herbert's there. Mohan trying to create. Gathered by Lenihan. High up and under kick towards the boundary. Out of bounds on the full. And the Seagulls will get a free kick through Darcy Troop. So he's within range. It's just the angle is going to be very, very tight to have a shot at goal.
Surely not. Kicks this back to 5 goals.
They might be mud runners.
Could be.
Tracks.
Yep.
So Troop, he's kicked 3 this afternoon. Improves the angle. Gets the distance. Goes across the face. Rowan at the back. Oh, nice mark taken in the end. And that's man Sully. And Sully will look to kick his second in a row. And just give that Seagulls a little pulse.
Is this the one? He's a left-footed Matty, and goal kicking, not his strong point. Is this the one he kicks around the body?
Snap it, surely.
No, he's going the conventional drop punt. Sully comes in and he splits the centre. That's 2 in a row to the Seagulls, and they've just got a little pulse. They've got a pulse.
Unbelievable. So, look, what do we?
32 points.
3 minutes? Is that a 3? Yep, 3 minutes into the final quarter. So
never looked like missing there, Matty Sully.
So Sully on the ball. It'll be interesting to see South here. They need to send someone. Obviously, drifting forward, send someone to him.
Nico's gone in there.
Edmonds has been important that first 2 clearances.
Yep.
So Herbert, by the looks of it's going to go to Sully, I reckon. Just say, right, I want to go and stand on you here. He's had a couple of clearances. He's a big man, Matt Sully. How old's Sagsy?
He'd be sort of
mid-30s too, wouldn't he?
A little bit younger.
Been a good player for a long time.
Yeah.
Look at the cars just leaving here. They're just jumping in and they're going, I've had enough. We've still got a ball game here. If they can get another one.
They get the next one.
They're loving these slippery conditions. Edmonds wrapped up, going absolutely nowhere. Our man downstairs, Alan Blackburn, I think he's sitting in the grandstand. Blackie, can you hear us downstairs, mate?
Yeah, I got you. I mean, I'm under the umbrella or whatever it is. Yeah, doing nothing. Can't see.
It's coming down, isn't it? It's teeming.
A lot of cars heading for the exits at the moment,
boys. How come they're all leaving?
Yeah, I know. I'm just looking at that, Blackie. come back.
I've got no idea, but they're streaming out, aren't they? Getting out in their drive. It's like they know there's a tsunami coming or something. So here goes Herbert. Left foot kick. It was smothered. Gathered by Guthrie. Bangs it on the boot. Coming through was Radush Mohan. It's a foot race. Him and Rantel. Good play off the ball. Ryan Lucas hits it up Bex. Bex goes further afield. It's that Nicholson, the coach, been good again today. Chooses to go the long option. Osborne was the longer option over the back. Driven to the ground. It's going to be scrappy football. Fitzgerald. He goes back to Nicholson. Oh, had his head ripped off. Umpire Lockheed says yes. And Nicholson will get the resultant free kick. And he'll go back. And this could seal the game. I reckon Wiggs, if he can kick this.
Yeah, I think so. I think, was that Matt Sully? Like he just, probably, like his time again there, but just probably a little bit clumsy. But yeah, you'd think so if it was, it's only a goal. But
unselfishly go short here to Osborne in the pocket. Diving mark, no, bounces off. Play on, says the umpire. Now it's got to be holding the ball. No, it isn't. If you drag it in, Waller's looking for the free kick, not to come.
I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Right forward pocket, South Warrnambool. They lead by 32. Bartlett, who's tried hard all day, trying to sock it off the ground, was Edmonds. Slipped. Comes out to Guthrie. He couldn't get foot on ball. Gathered behind Nicholson. Right foot snap, centres it. Well done there by Mitchy Ryan. Here they go, the Seagulls. Slews off the side of the boot, out of bounds on the full, and the Roosters will have a shot at goal inside forward 50. So Sammy Maris.
Son of the Iceman.
Son of the Iceman. I'll tell you what, he's got some similar qualities to Leroy. He's a nice player, Sam.
I hope he's a better golfer. His golf swing is, he's tried all sorts.
Well, Carl's no good. He's got the yips.
He just gets in his head. Tries all sorts of things.
Here comes Maris, improves the angle. And narrow kick out of bounds on the full, and the Seagulls will get the resultant free kick. I played one day with Leroy. I played with Steve Maris and Justin Maris one day.
He spent a few grand on one of those swing pro things, and if you went past his house recently, I think it was out the front for sale, free to a good home. So
I reckon brother Steve would be getting into his ear too, just like a little chihuahua.
Yeah, no, I think he overthinks things.
What a legend he was, though, of Hampden.
He was a good player.
327 games.
Yeah, he's a ripper.
So Lucas Edmonds with the kick-in duties. Just indecisive of where he wants to go. He's just going to bring it out, so he's going to run his meterage and just go long. Will it stay in the field of play? Nah, out of bounds on the full. Free kick, Harry Lee. So he'll go Herbert direction. He's got to take on a couple. Big punch there by Sully. Coming through there was Ollie Smith. Wrapped up as Maris.
I feel like they just kick it to grass. I think that's almost a set play. Like we'll get their numbers up and just force a stoppage, but they need to take it off the line. The ball's skid a bit now too.
So Mackay still couldn't quite get it. Guthrie, who's tried hard all day, gets the kick outside D50. Numbers favouring the Roosters. Walker Owen. Ball ricochets. Here's Mitch Ryan. But a flurry of Roosters just awaiting to pick it up. Here's Tommy Fitz, who's been really sound. Gets it to Mullen. Feeds a handball out to Hudson Owen. Hurried kick inside, forward 50. Now it's the numbers favouring the Seagulls. Out the back to Comboy. Traps it. Handballs it. Wrapped up. And we'll have a stoppage once again inside forward 50 for the Roosters.
Swisher's taking the shades off too downstairs, boys. They are gonski. They are gone. The lights are on. It got very, very dark at this third quarter. Car lights are on. I just don't know where this weather's come from. Snap around the body, goes straight out of bounds on the full. Resultant free kick will go to Tommy Fitz. Staff thinking about the Warrnambool Travel Pit Stop Menswear MVP. 3-2-1. Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day, boys.
Well, I sort of went Bex, Herbert, McCluggage and thought, right, who's going to have the best last quarter?
Here's McCluggage.
Yep.
Right on cue if he kicks this, Wiggsy.
But like Guthrie's been really good. Sully's sort of even the last, they've only been going 10 minutes, but he's come into it. But yeah, South had a lot of good players.
When the game was on the line earlier, it was Bex and Herbert, the two that stood up. So McCluggage comes in, kicks on its way. They like it. And that's got to be another. That is goal number 3 for Miles McCluggage. Gee whiz, Wigsy. Hard to keep him out of a 3-vote game with probably 30
Well, as much as Herbert probably hasn't had a
goal.
Kick the goal. That
No, I think you're right. I think you're right.
Could
Bex
come
has
down
got
to that.
5.
Again, I reckon there's going to be someone like Will O'Sullivan's been really
awesome.
good. Mason Osborne's been good. Like, you know, Sammy Rose just accumulates. The young kid Smith, Jackson Couch. So everyone's had their patches.
Ollie Smith played reserves all last year, didn't he?
He played a few senior games, but just I guess it was a hard side to crack into, wasn't it? The Roosters. They had a number of stars in there. Just around the grounds, all thanks to Matt Gohai. Terang Mortlake, 81, leading Cobden 44, so they're out to a 37-point lead, nearing finals time there at the Cobden Rec Reserve. Herbert went in there to get it. Here's Nicholson, looking for some support off Fitzgerald. I've loved his game too, off half-back. He's been busy. Looks fit too, Tommy Fitz. Coming through there was Lucas, dispossessed. Tommy Fitzgerald punts again. Punched away there like a volleyball spike from Herbert. Couldn't trap it there with Sammy Maris. Oh, he did well just to get a little touch on it to try and create something. Kick out of mid-air there by Nelson Hill. Jumping on it was Maloney. And over the boundary line, we'll have a boundary throw-in. So 15-8-98 to 9-6-60. The Seagulls kicked the first 3 of the game. And then the Roosters kicked the next 9 out of the 9 out of 10.
Nico going to Sully. That's just put him to bed, I think.
A couple of powerhouses there. Here comes Willem O'Sullivan. He's wrapped up with Guthrie. And we might go downstairs to Blakey, all thanks to SC Concrete.
Yeah, still a little bit of rain around, boys, but I'm undercover with the great man Jimmy Forrest, so we're just going through the game. Port Fairy haven't given up. That's the big thing that they're saying, so good on the Seagulls.
Jimmy Forrest downstairs, of course, one of Port Fairy's finest, J.R. Ewing.
Yambuk.
Yambucks, yeah, one of Yambuk's finest. So a little misso, he's got the little comb over happening downstairs too with the weather and the rain coming down. So it's the old Maxie. Remember Maxie Molyneux?
Yep.
One of Warrnambool's greatest back in the day.
Mary, yep.
Jackie Slugger Carroll. Some good crew up there back in the day. He would have been $1.80 Wigsy.
$2.20, mate, I reckon.
The big ball comes in. King off the ground. Who's back there? Rowan's back. Oh, that was a good gather by Mullen, but he coughed it up to Guthrie. Guthrie goes further afield. I reckon a right foot snapper in the body, and I reckon that was from Jaden Brennan. Yes, it was. Good goal. Lucas Brothers snag of the day. And Brennan, the assistant coach, that was a really good goal in tricky conditions.
Yeah, look, it's got wet and slippery, but Jimmy Forrest and Blackie, and again, I think we spoke about it. You just don't. You want them to keep fighting out games. That's any team. So, and they've certainly done that. Port Fairy, they've kicked 3 of the last 4. So, but yeah, they're not going away and fighting it out, which is good.
13 minutes, final term, power call. Final quarter. We'll just do a quick...
Some of those old little legends of like great people. Little
Nolly Bruce.
Holy Dooley. Oh, they were legends, mate.
Here comes Guthrie, who's he's tried hard all afternoon.
Billy Tolman.
Yep.
Legends.
Here they go again, the Seagulls. Half forward, Mohan presents. Well read there by Lenahan. A little faint touch there by Fitzgerald and gets a little bit of yardage. And we'll have a stoppage on that outer side wing. Just quickly, boys, a power call netball update. Just winners from round 3. Hamilton defeating Portland. Koroit defeating Warrnambool in the open netball. North Warrnambool first win of the season by a goal over Camperdown. And then this afternoon, Terang Mortlake undefeated at the moment, 49-46 over Cobden. And the Roosters getting it done, 58-29 over the Port Fairy Seagulls.
Power call, powering everything up. They're powering the lights over here at the Gardens Oval, Port Fairy. That is for sure, and it is teeming down with rain here in this final quarter. We've ticked over 14 minutes. Roosters doing it easy. They are home. Bartlett take it high. Goes and gets it again. Sully with a quick kick out. Getting back, though, taking a nice mark there for the South Warrnambool Roosters. That was Dan Thornton. Big raking kick. Big fly over the back was Osborne. Goes and gets it again. He's got a bigger leap than his old man Damien. Little left foot snap around the body. Goes in ball, but it's all Port Fairy. Oh, little shimmy there from Guthrie. Wrapped up. Herbert does a little shimmy as well. He gets out of trouble. Oh, beautiful kick to Folksy. Goes back inboard to Nicholson. He's got a running Herbert if he wants to use him. They're just doing it at will now, the Roosters. Little chip kick goes down the line to Folks again, who's got the head shaved in 2026. He goes into the pocket. Convoy was the target. Good fist from Wallers. Maloney's in there. He gets a quick kick out, and Georgie Swarbrick takes a nice mark in these tricky conditions.
They go the switch kick through the fingers of Hamish Hobbs. Out there to support as Fleming works it back to Lucas Edmonds, who's just a workhorse. And he evades a couple to straighten up the kick. So 15 gone, 32 points the margin. Edmonds had it, lost it, recovers. Just bangs it on the boot. Not a bad kick in the end to Guthrie. Just fell short, nearly got on the half volley to a running Sully. A little daisy cutter on the ground there, but he follows up. Gathers and just bangs it on the boot towards half forward. Rowan turns. Muir through his fingers. A slippery footy now. Here comes Marcus Herbert. Works it back. Nicholson over the top. Sammy Maris. Maris now on the right boot, looks to straighten up. Miles McCluggage territory. Maloney did well, got his body in front, and sees the ball over the boundary line, over boundary throw in.
Who do you think's standing out in the last quarter, Hilly?
Oh, gee whiz. Guthrie's been the one that's probably stood out for me, and Sully, as in. But I think I've loved the game of Miles McCluggage. I just think it's been complete.
Yeah, he's been very good, Miles McCluggage. Big boundary throw in by big Vernie Robson. He goes Rhodes. It's a slippery pill now. Walker Owen, happy to see the ball go out of bounds. Right where our boundary rider was sitting. He's now in under the Carlton Draft umbrella downstairs. And everyone's getting pretty tight downstairs too. There's not much undercover action, to be honest. Robson again with a big heave-ho right in front of us here. We had a good look at it. Bex used his body well. Sully comes through on Bex. Goes and gets it again, though, Big Shannon. Mohan, sells that beautiful. That was a nice little bit of play out to Edmonds. Lucas, high up and under, Troop. He gets back with a flight. Rowan's there also. Ball out the back. Mullen gathers. Good play. He's a rocket bolter down that back line, that is for sure. He just kicks for grass. Now it's a bouncing football. Mitchy Ryan has to beat 3 Roosters. Does pretty well in the end, to be honest. Brennan butters up, and they'll be happy for a stalemate on that far out of side because they were terribly outnumbered there, Ricks.
Yeah. Well, are you sure there's nothing on the radar, mate? Because it's raining pretty heavy.
Mate, there was nothing on my iPhone weather. Unbelievable scenes.
GPT weather.
Fair dinkum.
It's pouring now.
It is.
Heavy.
I'd be checking that radar.
Look at this. Nothing. Not one bit of rain.
Yeah. There's a southwest that does hear up some little gremlins here and there.
Not one bit of precipitation, it's saying.
Nelson Hill takes the mark, 60 out. Now it's really coming down. Oh, nice mark taken there by Big Hobbs. Go back and keep the goal, Hobbsy. He's tried hard. He worked back nicely into the space, and he'll have a shot 25 metres out, 45-degree angle. And they've had a pretty good last quarter, the Seagulls. They haven't stopped trying. Absolutely. So 15-8-98, and if he can kick it, they'll take it to 11-6-72, the Seagulls. So Hamish Hobbs for his first goal of the afternoon. Comes in and has nailed it.
Kicked it. Well done,
nice goal from Hamish Hobbs for the Seagulls. That gives them their 11th. 11-6-72, Port Fairy, 15-8-98, the Roosters. Back to 26 points with nearing the 19-minute mark, Wigsy, and as I said, it's been a good last 5 or 6 minutes for the Seagull. They keep it on the pressure.
Yeah, good last quarter. They said I think 26 points at 3/4 time, and look, we've still got probably 7 or 8 minutes to go. No, they haven't given up. certainly Sully onto the ball's probably been the thing that's made a difference. Bartlett's probably rucked the majority of the quarter. Lucas Edmonds has been really good. They've only got 3 in the middle. Port Fairy boys.
So, steering that today, boys, been another assassination attempt to try to do old Donald Trump at a big dinner overseas. So that'll be on Channel 7 News tonight. 6 o'clock bulletin. You'll get all the latest there. Poor old Trump, they're just after him everywhere, and there's just some unbelievable footage going around too. They've got the gunman arrested, so that's a good sign. Here you go, the Roosters into attack. Bex just thought he had too long there. He was just coasting through the middle, and a great tackle. Peter Bolt's Bridgestone highlight of the day contender. Mitchy Ryan in game number 50 for the Port Fairy Seagulls. That's a good mark in these conditions. Young Hobbs, the hammer time.
He's marked it a bit in the second half.
How old is he?
Hobbsy, 21.
Of course, his brother playing footy over in WA this year. Good kids. So the ball goes forward again. Seagulls, they've tried hard in this final quarter. It's a 4-2 margin.
Do you think the wet South are really young? Do you reckon the wet weather is going to impact them like during the South during the year?
Yeah, it's a hard one to say. Like, obviously, they've still got some big-bodied players coming. It depends on what their lineup is. You know, there's a couple of young ones there that are probably lightly framed, whereas it's probably suited Port Fairy a little bit in this last quarter. Just that sort of, it's not real heavy conditions, but they go again. Shot at goal, Marlon on the last line of defence pushes it through. Yeah, hard to say. I think, from what I've seen today, they still like playing the contested footy, South Warrnambool, so I don't think they'll be in too much trouble. So 11-7-73 Seagulls, the Roosters 15-8-98, 25 points the margin. Ryan Lucas kicking in, looking for Harry Lee. Did well. Handball's over the top, looking to get it himself. When he does, he gives himself the old handball receive. Shannon Becks kicks towards half forward, bowls through a few. Mason Osborne tiring up. And the Seagulls, they keep on working and working. Here's Marcus Herbert. He's trying to trap the footy. Does well, as does Hobbs, who's been busy in this last quarter. Great pick-up by Miles McCluggage. That was beautiful. Couldn't quite pick it up himself, Jackson Couch, and the ball goes over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw-in. So 22 minutes is almost ticked over in this last term on the Power Core final quarter, and it's 15-8-98. Leading Port Fairy 11-7-73.
So we've probably got about 6 or 8 minutes to go in this contest. I don't know, boys, but I reckon McCluggy just about sewed up that Matthews Petroleum. $50 diesel probably gets you a quarter of a tank these days.
At best.
Our man's pulled up stumps downstairs too, Alan Blackbird. I think he's said, I've had enough down there, boys. I'm coming up here. Oh, don't blame you, Blackie. It's pretty wet conditions downstairs. Still a nice temperature though, about 21 degrees. It's muggy conditions. So umpire missing. Bartlett wins that one down. Coming through is Smith. Banana kick, shot on goal. They get a hand on it. Yes, they did. Goes through for a minor score, hit the post. So 15-9-99 the Roosters. Port Fairy 11-7-73. National Tile scoreboard. Sting's well and truly gone out of this contest. Bartlett, he tries hard all day, doesn't he, Big Jakey Bartlett? And we're going to have another ball up. Far out of side. Next week, our Hampden League Live match of the day, North Warrnambool v Portland out of Bushfield, boys.
That'll be a good contest.
Yeah, 2 informed sides. Nicholson off the pack, kicks it forward. Comboy attacked it nicely.
Sure if Josh Walker's, I'm not sure if he's playing next week.
Kicked 5 last night for the North Warrnambool Eagles. Bards didn't play yesterday either, so a little bit sore.
Yeah, they got a few, few concerns.
So Beck's out of the ruck, has a shot at goal. Goes across the face. Oh, Comboy tried, but it just bounced awkwardly. And a boundary throw-in will occur. So 24 minutes gone It's the Seagulls trailing by 26 points. We'll go around the grounds, all thanks to Matco Hire. Our other game around the region today was Terang Mortlake taking on the Cobden Bombers. And at the moment, it is nearing full time. 15-10-100 Terang Mortlake leading Cobden 7-8-50. So the Bloods looking to register about a 50-point win to get their season still unbeaten at this point. So the kick to our outer side wing. They slide and just happy to see it over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in.
We haven't seen the Bloods yet. We see them in a couple of weeks' time, don't we? Who do they play that day?
Yeah, that's a good question. It might be... No, not Portland. Can't remember who you've planned to see.
Looking forward to seeing them because they've been impressive so far this year. They're off to an absolute flyer. So, boys, there's going to be 3 teams without a win. Camperdown, Warrnambool and Port Fairy. Is that right?
Yep. Camperdown, Warrnambool meet next week at the Reed Oval, so that'll reduce it down to 2. And then obviously Port Fairy got a pretty tough task playing Terang Mortlake down at the Ridley Recreation Reserve next week as well.
So Bartlett wins this one down to Sully, who's played midfield in this final quarter. Handball comes over the top to Tommy Fitz. Fitz goes forward. Conboy! He's already kicked 2, 3. He's already kicked 3, Conboy. Gee whiz, this is for 4. Not a bad debut for a young 18-year-old. Do you reckon he gets a day off?
I think he's
17 or 18.
Yeah, well, if he's 17, he's turning 18 this year.
Yeah.
I reckon he might have the licence. So Conboy comes in, top of the 10-yard square. He won't miss this one. Is he going to go to Nico and say, give me the morning off, big fella?
Or I get an extra smoko.
I think he just mentioned it to him then, I reckon.
Yeah, I don't know whether Nico will give it to him, to be honest. He drives a hard task to the old Nico. Don't worry about that. Tell you what, not a bad game, though, for the young kid. He's kicked 4.
4 goals on debut.
You'd be pretty happy with that as a youngster, wouldn't you?
Jamaro, mate. Jamaro was impressive yesterday, wasn't he? It was great to see.
I thought... turn that one off. I thought he was good. You know, like he just lacks that little bit of, hard and probably AFL footy, which will come. But good story, to be honest. And they were right in patches, and they come up against a very good side. Hawthorn are a good team.
Yeah. So 26.5 gone, final term. Gardens Oval, the Seagulls trailing by 32 points. The Roosters have been excellent this afternoon. McCluggage been outstanding. Harry Lee on the boot towards half forward. Sam Rhodes judges it nicely. He's going to go into the Conboy territory. Sammy on the lead. Yes! Sammy Conboy looking for 5.
Does this put him into the votes,
Well. He's the son of the great King Conboy, superstar at the Nestles Cricket Club.
Left-hander.
Absolutely. Great first slipsman as well. And Sammy making his own here at the Gardens Oval this afternoon.
This has got to be a day off. RDO, the morning surely.
Sam Conboy, 40 out, comes in and has just held it left and a minor score. But gee, what, it's been a great first game for the young man. 16-10-106. 11-7-73, 33 points the margin, 27.5 gone here at the Gardens Oval. Under lights, Sunday footy.
Yes, Sunday Anzac weekend footy at its finest. The Roosters, they were challenged early. The Seagulls kicked the first 3. Taking a nice mark there was O'Sullivan. Squares it up to Herbert. And all of a sudden, if Herbert gets amongst the goal kickers, Wigsy, you have got a task.
That's why he's one of the great analysts of the game, Adam Dowie.
Oh, where are the stats sheets when you need them, boys? She sees the AFL commentators, just so they've got it all at their fingertips. But
Matty Self coming off for a well-earned rest too.
He's done well.
Radush Mohan wearing the Jonathan Thurston headgear. Herbert comes in, kicks on its way, just sprays it. Well, Conboy trying to get another one. He's trying desperately to get the RDO. And he goes through for a minor score. So 16-11-107 the Roosters. 11-7-73. That is the Port Fairy Seagulls national title scoreboard. We're going to have a boundary throw in now. on the 50-metre arc. Can't be long to play in this contest. Port Fairy have tried hard in this final quarter in these slippery conditions. Little palm down to Swarbrick. He's wrapped up at a strong tackle. Umpire says ho in the pill, and guess who's on the end of it? Miles McCluggage.
So, Lugger has the ball, 55 out, improves the angle, bit of a worm boomer of a kick. Coming through there was Rhodes, flicked the handball up to Conboy in the pocket, looks to straighten up the kick. Past Maloney, Nicholson there for the Roosters. Well done there by Wallers. Bit of soccer work there by, I think it might have been Maris. Now the kick out of the defensive 50 was good from Maloney, but the body work nicely done by Hudson Owen, and the pickup equally is good. Goes to Nicholson through his fingers. The Roosters back into Nicholson, straightens the kick, looking for Herbert. Oh, nice diving mark. No, he didn't take it in the end. The Seagulls just get the kick high up and under. Play on, the umpire says. Nicholson once again goes on the left boot inside, forward 50. Good defensive work. Coming through as Maris, just couldn't quite grab it in the end. Fleming, handball's out. Edmonds had it, lost it, keeps on going, feeds it out to Swarbrick. He's wrapped up. Their tackling pressure inside forward 50's been pretty good this afternoon, the Roosters.
Oh, they've been really good. They've done what they needed to do and controlled the game for the majority of it.
Certainly have. So ball up once again. Stacks on the mill going absolutely nowhere. It's going to be a few tired boys out there today. Roosters got the week off next week. Of course, that Good Friday game, so Croydon South. No games of footy. So umpire Lockheed, he balls it up. Big fly over the top, Osborne. Reading it well was Joel Maloney. Roosters got plenty of numbers around this one. Dan Thornton is one of them. He gathers. Over the top to the Rango, Willie Rantel. He was under pressure in the back or holding the ball. Now it's going to go to Will. And he'll get the resultant free kick. Far out of sight. He's got players square if he wants to use them, and does. Ryan Lucas is one of them. Runs and carries. Kicks, looking for Conboy. Gee whiz, pay it. No. Oh, I thought they were going to. That would have been a grab. Snap around the body from Folkes. Yeah. And he likes it too, Josh. And there is a goal for the Roosters. And they go to 17-11, 113. They lead Port Fairy 11-7-73. Geez, that would have been a fair grab from Conboy in these conditions, boys.
It was, we're obviously our umpire's a lot closer, but gee, considering it was wet and slippery and he was up against three. Yeah, but yeah, Folkes is just, look, he's just that fill that gaps type of player. Again, today's played forward when he can play back, but yeah, really nice finish.
Sort of funny, we had Good Friday and we sort of was wondering, what's South's forward line going to look like with Beck's probably spending 70-30 in the ruck, but I'll tell you what, I've loved the balance with Couch and Nicholson, a couple of the small little forwards, but Conboy just giving him a nice leading target as well, so a lot to like, and obviously Beck's has kicked 5 of his own with Osborne. Here they go, Couch to a running Fitzgerald. A little bit out at the handball. Can he get it out in time? He does. Nicholson. They crash in hard. They've got him, and they're wrapping him up. 40 out.
Only 17, Conboy. 17.
Yeah, 17. 18 this year.
Mum Joss just sent me the message. She's all over it.
4 goals, 1 this afternoon. He's been good.
He's been magnificent.
So the Roosters, they're fighting for another one. And the siren's going to be blown. And it was a day of the Roosters here at the Gardens Oval. Winners by 40 points, 17-11, 113. Port Fairy 11-7-73. And Adam Dowie, what a great performance. The Seagulls kicked the first 3 goals of the game. But to the credit of the Roosters, they clicked into gear and never looked back.
Yeah, look, they again, Port Fairy early looked like it was sort of on notice, and that's probably what the game needed. But probably during the middle parts of the game, particularly the second half of the first and then second and third, South was able to move the ball pretty quickly. They used their leg speed. Clearance-wise, they still had your Herbert in there. Sammy Rhodes. Will O'Sullivan, I thought, played really well. Mason Osborne, first time I've seen him. He's impressive in the ruck.
Hey, we might go downstairs. Alan Blackburn, who's got, the 5-goal kicker. He's been sensational, especially in that first half, Blackie. Shannon Becks.
Yeah, thanks, Stewie. Shannon, thanks for joining us. Good start by you guys. When wet weather come, they got back into the contest, but good first half by yourself, mate. Lazy 5.
Yeah, it ebbed and flowed a bit. I think they kicked the first 3 before we even bloody got a kick, I reckon, just some stupid free kicks and stuff like that. So pegged them back, got a bit of a roll, and then they came again late in that quarter then, but still to come back away with 40-point wins. So good result.
Could you have a fella like Herbert come in and have a game for you, mates?
Yeah, he can play a bit, can't he? We love having whenever those lads are available. How many times we get him per year, we don't know, but we just love what he brings. He's obviously a gun, but it makes the rest of the team better, and the young lads will love playing with someone like that.
And young Conboy, he looked good up forward, and Osborne's good in the ruck.
Yeah, no, the young lads are good. Sammy's for ages, and he sort of had a bit of a crack this pre-season and looked pretty lively up there. Mason's he's tall and skinny, but he's sort of getting better with every game he plays, so it gives me a bit of a chop out to sit forward a bit and try and sneak a few.
Well played, mate. Good effort.
Thank you. Cheers.
Great game once again from the big man, Shannon Becks. He's one of the greatest in the comp. Where did he rank in the top 25?
I think in top 3 or top 4?
Top 3, I think. I think he was number 3, I reckon.
He's an important player from now.
Especially structurally. Absolutely.
Sam Kelly and the just key position players are a little bit light on, so... but, yeah, really important.
Just hard to outmark. He's genuine size, but he's got the tank like a midfielder though too, doesn't he? He's a fit individual, Bexy.
Yeah, no, he's a very, very fit individual, that is for sure. This is the post-game wrap, all thanks to Conquest Pools. Don't forget too, we got the Conquest Pools splash of the day, so have a think about your highlights, boys, and what's something that stood out. Could be on the field, could be something outside of what's happened here this afternoon. And I've got a beauty that I'm kind of happy to run with tonight, so we'll wait and see. But that is going to be part of this post-game wrap-up, which saw the Port Fairy Seagulls get beaten by 40 points by the South Warrnambool Roosters. Let's take a break on Hampden League Live. We'll come back and wrap up things on what has been a huge afternoon of Hampden League Live.
Hampden League Live on 3YB FM.
Another quarter of Hampden footy for Power Core. From the first bounce to the final siren, Power Core backs Hampden League footy because local footy is essential as.